Hello? Hi. I see that captions thought my hello was how to learn, so we're off to a great start. Hi, friends. Y'all, oh my gosh, I am so excited to be here, and this feels so different, but I'm very excited, and I just am already emo at the fact that so many of you are here. We are learning today. That's the goal. That's the goal. Let me say hello to you all. Tina, welcome in. Dana, hello. How are you? Nikki, hello. Thank you for the hydration reminder. I hope everyone has water. That's a very good thing to have. And Alana and Tina, thank you so much for following here. That's definitely very appreciated. And Ash, hello. Dana, how are you doing? Melski, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. And Alana, thank you for lurking. I hope your stream went well today. It was really nice to lurk in there while I was doing some homework and preparing for this stream, because like all these are different scenes, so that was making me nervous, but I think I got everything figured out. I really hope so. That's the goal, that we get by a little bit. I forgot I'm so modded from Kate's stream. Also, is it Nika? Nika? Yeah, I think I've seen you around before. Thank you for following here. I appreciate it. And I don't know if I'm allowed to have the sword. Honestly, Nikki, I don't know, but I trust you with the sword. And you are. Welcome in. Thank you for following here as well. How are you doing today? And Benjafrog, how are you? Maddie, hello. Farah, welcome in. Farah, how are you? Hello, we are learning today. Kevin, welcome in. How are you? Look at, aren't those emotes cute? The rainbow ones. Is this class going to be on the exam? Yes, everything is going to be on the exam. The exam will be held in about 5 minutes. Maylord, welcome in. Thank you so much for following here. Thank you, thank you. And Arcus, hello. Yes. To learn an efficient way to plant parsnips at the start of the game. I wish I knew, Arcus, because for some reason you would think I'm very good at Stardew by now, but alas, I still have no idea what I'm doing. Hi, I'm new here. You are. You really are this time too. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, Nika, I think I've seen you around, but it's good to see you. How are you doing today? Maddie, thank you so much for following here. I'm doing wonderful today, Emmy. So excited to hang out with y'all. I'm excited too. I'm excited for some good conversations. And I'm also excited because I've never been able to get Stardew Expanded to work on my stream or on my PC by myself. And so that'll be really, really fun to do. Look at all the rainbows. We'd love to see it. Are you joining the Junimo Cart life? I might actually. I think what my plan is to set up our farm and to get into Expanded, just to meet everyone, but because I don't even know what all is in Expanded. And then if we get to it, if I don't get distracted, I do want to try Junimo Kart, because I've actually never played Junimo Kart before. Melski, thank you for following. I appreciate it. 5 minutes? Wait, what's in 5 minutes? Oh, the exam. The exam's in 5 minutes. I almost forgot. That's my bad. Maylord, hello. Look at the 1 minute and 60 seconds. It's Steph. Welcome in. How are you doing, Steph? It's good to see you. Stardew Valley Expanded is so amazing. I'm really excited because something that I love about Stardew is all the like heart events and getting to meet people and see all their storylines. So I'm excited to like meet new Stardew characters. And Ivy, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to have you here. Well, obviously they expanded Stardew. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. Tina, thank you for lurking. I appreciate that. They expanded that one sprite size and that one room size. Is that true? I heard they also expanded the farm. But y'all, how are we all doing today? I'm very excited to be here today. I really can't believe it, but my theme of what we're going to talk about today is kind of how I've grown to understand my own gender and also sexuality identity throughout my life, because y'all, today is my last day of being 26 years old. I turn 27 tomorrow. Do I look like I could be a 27-year-old? The answer is no, because I don't feel like one. And but it's definitely different, and I'm excited. And I really want this to be like a conversation, because I'll be honest, I am not much of a lecturer person. I feel like this is a great time for conversation, and I really am interested to see if anyone is comfortable with sharing their own experiences too. And if you feel comfortable sharing, that'd be nice too. Okay, before I go into full lurk mode, I just want to say I'm so proud of you, Emmy, and you're amazing. Alana, don't. Alana, don't ever say something nice like that. What are you doing? I'm out for a walk, so I'll just pop in, but I had to stop and say hi. So proud of you. You are, thank you. I did see your pictures from your walk. It looks beautiful out there. I'm doing good. Just woke up recently and got my partner coming over soon. Ooh, are you going to do anything fun with your partner? I am very excited because I want birria tacos tonight, and I'm hoping that I can get some. We were talking about birria tacos the other day in my Discord, and I feel like ever since then I've been craving them, and I haven't had them in a while because there's not a good place near me. Like, I think the closest birria taco place is like 30 minutes away, but it's worth it. But Ivy, I'm also doing good. I've had a good day so far. I woke up and I did a lot of homework, and then I set up stream and I made sure expanded works well. I didn't start the farm yet, so I hope expanded is still working on my PC. That would be nice. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. My honesty, no, by the way, was to you looking like someone who was about to turn 27. Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, honestly, no. I know. So I work at a school. If y'all are new here, by the way, my name is Emmy. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm in early childhood education. So I work part-time at a school right now. And one of my first graders yesterday said that, she was shocked to learn that one of her teachers is 28. And I was like, which teacher? And when she said which teacher, I was like, oh, that teacher was just lying because, you know, you don't share your age all the time. So I said, would you believe me if I said that I'm 92 years old? And she was like, no, you look 15. And I was like, well, I'm not that young because I can drive and I can do other things as well. Birria tacos, sorry about that. Ash, don't be sorry. I hope you like the birria tacos. But yeah, I every day I feel like I still look and feel 16, and we're gonna, I don't know, ever since I thought about this topic of like how my thoughts of gender and sexuality have changed over the years, I'm like, it really is a progression. And like when I look back, it's just so validating that like society as a whole now is kind of changing their mindsets on like the two genders and, you know, the heteronormativity of the world too. Like, it's just very validating. Bork, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Forever sweet 16. Emmy is 16 with 11 years of experience. Exactly, Melsky. Exactly. I am... Exactly. We just get more experience. And Kristen, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. And Bork, how are you? To be serious, talking with other people about their journey of sexuality, identity really helped me figure out who I was. These kind of conversations are so important, definitely. And that's why, like, I am so happy to be here, and I feel so grateful for this role, because I agree, Dana, that's how, I mean, Twitch in general, honestly, like, is what helped me gain the confidence and know the route to come out as well to my family, which I just did this past year. And I guess I'm still in the process of doing to some extended family as well. So I just feel so grateful to be here, because I think this is an amazing thing being done. And it doesn't even matter like what age you are. Like, I think these kind of conversations are important, because like I have friends who are older than me, like by 5 years, 10 years, and they're still figuring things out. And like, I think it's very comforting and very like informative to have these kind of places. But yeah, let's how about we get in the game and we can continue the chats. I feel so fancy with these overlays. Like, this is so like put together compared to my normal overlays. Okay, we're gonna start a new farm. New farm for expanded. It's always a continual process and conversation, totally. And I think like the way that I want to start this is that, like, I think when I was a kid and throughout my life, oh my gosh, I can't spell. I always thought that with gender and sexuality, there's like just two things, you know? The game of life? Yes, exactly. Exactly, Bork. Like when I was growing up and like what I would always see in media is that there's just two things. You're either a girl or a boy. You're either a girl that likes wearing dresses or you're a boy that likes playing with trucks. I don't know. or wears jeans, you know? And I feel like that was reflected upon me at like a very young age because my mom always wanted a baby girl. So when they adopted me, my mom was always putting me in dresses and I hated wearing dresses like so much. It's very uncomfortable for me when I do wear dresses. I don't know what to name the farm. Do we have any ideas? I was like trying to be creative or think of a pun, but I can't think of anything so far. So I'll start customizing my person first. Why can't I just pick human or attack helicopter as a race car to be? I would love to be a race car. Did anyone have those race car beds when they were little? I wish I did. That would be so cool. I'm almost 40 and only recently discovered my sexuality and identity. Exactly, Melsky. And it's like this constant process. And I think too, when I was younger, like maybe in high school, I think there was like more pressure to have a precise label. And I feel like that's kind of going away too, which is really nice. Because now there's just like the overarching labels such as like queer or non-binary, which I think are super validating. Old Chai Farm? I like that. Gamer Farm? Wait, Dana. Okay, Borg, I like your idea, but Dana's was a lot more on brand for the moment. I feel I grew up around that mentality, two genders, two sexualities. I was forced into dress and skirts and I was very uncomfortable and still am. Right. And like, even when I was like maybe like 7 or like 8, like I remember the term tomboy being tossed around all the time. And I was like, well, I'm not that either. Because like I don't like sports and I like having long hair. And it's like, it's still those labels of like tomboy or girl or boy. And I was very, I didn't feel like a girly girl because I don't like dresses and I didn't like makeup for a very long time and I still don't like to put a lot of effort into my makeup and stuff like that, stuff that's stereotypical, which is another thing because all of these are just stereotypes too. They don't actually have to do with how people are. Try, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. I like Better Farms. Oh, I'm too late. But I do like Gamer Farm too. I don't really know what the difference is between regular Stardew and Expanded. Is it just with mods? So Expanded is like a big mod. And it adds like a lot of new people. And also a lot of new areas, Kevin. So I have only ever watched people play Expanded. I've never played it myself. So we're going to kind of be seeing it together too. I was always labeled a tomboy, but I just didn't like wearing dresses and skirts. It was so silly to me. Yeah, right. It's like all that stuff with like stereotypical toys even. Like I loved dolls and stuffed animals when I was a kid, but I also liked to play with my brothers like Legos and Bionicles. Bionicles? Is that what they're called? Bionics? Bionics is like a real robot thing. I think I'm thinking of Bionicles. I can hear you now. So happy to be here, Steph. Welcome in. I'm really happy to have you here. How are you doing today? By the way, I put 3 things in the Elden chat. Yeah, Arcus, I did see that. I didn't read it, but I did see the notification that you put stuff in there. I'm excited to look at it. Thank you for sharing. Okay, we all know the beginning of the game, right? I probably should have just skipped the intro. I had a big sister and girl cousin next door, so I liked playing dress up with them, but in the 80s that was something that was not done for boys, totally. And even now, like, some people would still say that that's not okay for boys, and it's just silly. It's just, especially when it comes to kids. Like, just let's just let kids be kids and be happy. Like, that's what childhood is supposed to be about, right? That sounds like a big new expansion. Yeah, it is really big, Kevin. I'm very excited. Twitch has helped me be more cognizant of my phrasing, using they instead of he or she, because 90% of the time, I don't know how the person identifies. Totally. Yeah, and that's like why, like pronoun tool extensions are super nice, or even just like sharing your pronouns in chat is nice. But I totally get you, Borg, and I feel like I have like such a interesting perspective on that, which I'm gonna get into at some point too, because I spent my whole life until 10th grade at a public co-ed school, and then 10th grade I switched to an all-girls school, and it's very into feminism. So we actually, you know how like typically in like books and just generic like word problems they use the pronouns he, we always change those to she. And like for instance, I was part of theater, and we put on the show Lord of the Flies, but we changed it to an all-girl cast. And so we were very like proactive towards that. But what's very interesting is like now I work at that all-girls school, and I actually had a discussion because they have a whole committee for LGBTQ plus students, and there are people who use he or they pronouns at the all-girls school, and it's really nice because like I was kind of nervous, like because you don't think about that either, like the progression of single-sex schools. But yeah, I think defaulting to they is actually not that different than what people usually do, but it's just those like assumptions. Like if you see a name that is typically associated with certain pronouns, then it might be hard to rewire, but it's worth it, you know? I remember Bionicles, I had some of those. Yeah, I think my brother had those. Another way to say it is biological chronicle, which makes more sense depending on how much you know of the story. I don't know anything of the story around Bionicles, but I'm picturing those like robot figurines, right? Those are what Bionicles are. An all-girls cast for Lord of the Flies, that would be the most well-functioning island in history. It was really fun to do that. That was my favorite play that I've ever been in. Yeah, I've never thought about that. Yeah. So what's interesting is that like when I first was becoming aware of like they them pronouns and trying to default to them, I was like, oh, this seems so difficult. And then like around that time was when I found all these old videos from when I made YouTube videos back in like 2007. And I was talking about a story with my parents, and I actually referred to my dad as they. And I was like, that's very interesting that I did that. So it's like, it's really not that different than usual. People just like to, for some reason, make a deal out of it. But like a bottom line is, if it makes somebody more comfortable and it doesn't come at an expense to you, like then what's the issue? You know what I mean? You could be wrong there. I mean, in our show, Melsky, it was in fact the same outcome. Did everyone read Lord of the Flies? I actually never read it, but I love the book or the play. Sulky, welcome in. Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day so far. Yeah, it really isn't when you don't think about it. You almost do it naturally. Exactly. It's just like those assumptions and like the way that you grow up that kind of preps you for your language. Like I see so much good perspectives on TikTok actually, and I remember a few months ago I saw this creator who is indigenous, I believe to Canada, and her tribe, their tribe, excuse me, actually doesn't even use gendered pronouns. Yeah, rip piggy. Rip piggy. At first it seemed hard to me, but honestly I use it more than actual she or he, not on purpose, but it just comes kind of natural. Exactly. And that's just like how it is. Like if you don't stay up to date with things, then it'll be harder. But but if you do, it'll be easier, and it's just practice. It's like learning a new technology. Like, technology is ever evolving, as is language. So, you know, if you don't take the time and effort to learn and keep up to date with it, then yeah, it's gonna be harder. Katie, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Good, I'm eating some brunch right now. Ooh, what are you having for brunch? I'm doing well. I'm very excited to be here. We're kind of talking about like gender and like pronouns right now as well. I had leftover falafel wrap for my lunch, which isn't really brunch, but it was very good. Like, rather than assuming, or if I already mentioned their name, I tend to just use they, them naturally. Yeah, me too. That's what I've been trying to do. Bionicles may look like robots, but theirs is a bit organic, like cells in a body. Oh, interesting. I think what needs to change the most is like how pronouns need to be more included in any introduction. Like, I feel like I'm in a very lucky part of the internet where everyone makes sure to at least respect people's pronouns if they're shared, and makes an effort to learn them. But like, for instance, in like job interviews, I think it would be they should always be included, and I don't always see them included. I think the job that I applied to most recently, which is the job that I have now, is the first time that I saw pronouns included on a resume / application. I just found a TikTok about gender neutralizing the Spanish language, and I immediately thought it was going to be so difficult, and it probably will be, but I'm definitely going to practice it. Steph, do we have each other on TikTok? If so, would you mind sending that to me? Because I think that is very interesting. Like, Spanish is an incredibly gendered language. I'm gonna make a chess, first of all. First of all, we're gonna be productive this run. This expanded mod. Mika, welcome in. How are you doing today? Happy... Oh god, what day is it? Thursday. It's Thursday. Welcome in, Mika. It's good to have you here. And Lila, welcome in. How are you? Happy Thursday. See, that time I knew. That time I knew what day it was. It's like when someone's changing their name and learning their new name when you're used to another one. As long as you're learning, it's okay to make a mistake. Exactly. And I think that's... I can understand people being intimidated about something that they are less familiar on. Like, I think that's natural, to be intimidated on something that you don't quite understand yet. And that's why, like, I think it is, again, circling back, I think it's important to have spaces like these where people feel safe and comfortable to ask questions, because sometimes people aren't that welcoming to explaining, or patient. And I understand that too, because people all have their own experiences, and a lot of them negative, with people who may not want to learn. But yeah, I think this is a really special space. Also, Borg, thank you for lurking. Good luck in your meeting. I appreciate you. I've never seen a job do that. I would love to see that. Yeah, because like, why not? Why not just set yourself up for success that way? Doing good, just chores and things. Seems like there are some good combos here. I know, we're only... Oh, wow, we're already 30 minutes in? How is that possible? I've done nothing? Oh gosh, I've done nothing in the game. But we're already having some amazing conversation. And yeah. I hope your chores are going well, Katie. Katie, did you finish classes lately? Because I don't know if I ever talked to you about like the end of your semester. Yeah, that really stands out to me when I see it on a job app or in people's email signatures. Yes, definitely. Yeah. It is really great. And like, I don't know, like I think my whole thing, like I predict that I will be saying this a lot in general, but I think my whole thing is that people should not assume anything anymore. Like, we live in this society where we've set things up to be assumed as normal, or the most common. And I think that's ridiculous. Like, this is actually my first year having come out to my parents, and I most recently went to my brother's wedding this past week. Yeah, he got married last Sunday, right? I don't know what day it is. Yeah, last Sunday. No, I don't know. I really don't know what day it is. 2 Sundays ago. And my biggest thing was that, like, I didn't feel like I would want to come out. I just wanted it to be like I would bring my partner and people would assume, and it would be like anything else. Like if I were to bring a boyfriend, you know? Why not avoid the awkward, uncomfortable situation when you misgender? Exactly, Ash. Yeah, exactly. I'm having a late lunch, loving the combos already. I hope you're having a good lunch, Lila. And thank you. Thank you for being here. And Panic, welcome in. How are you doing today? Happy Thursday. See, I already forgot. I'm so bad at remembering what day it is. This is really cool. I've never played Expanded, so I think especially since I'm out of energy now, we're just gonna walk around exploring. Although I am already lost, so we're off to a good start. I'll send it to you. I've been saving a few Spanish TikToks about being gender inclusive, and it feels so nice to see. Yeah, that's awesome stuff. Thank you so much in advance. I appreciate you. It is really cool, and I know like a lot of y'all are from different parts of the world where you speak a different language, or even if you're not, you may know a different language. I'm curious to know about more languages and the way that they handle like genders, because again, like that one TikTok I saw about the indigenous tribe doesn't even have genders for anything. I thought that was so fascinating because it's, especially in Spanish and even English, it's just so ingrained. It's like almost impossible to have a conversation without gender involved. Time isn't real, exactly. Did you make a new farm? I did. I just downloaded the expanded mod today. Okay, first of all, I've never seen this dog in my life. But I just downloaded the expanded mod today. I've never played expanded before, so I'm really excited to meet all the new characters. There's one, she's new. Allison, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. French is a very gendered language like Spanish. I wonder then if it's all the Romance languages. I don't know too much about Latin. And I also wonder what the history behind that is. Yeah, it is a very interesting conversation. Pronouns in Dutch are tricky because she and they are the same pronouns in Dutch. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, I'm very excited to start a new farm here. I think you are correct. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Also, I think after we meet people, we're gonna try Junimo Kart for the first time ever. I've never played Junimo Kart. I actually always forget that it exists until Alana and Freezy and Tina have been playing it. No gender norms for anything? That sounds like actual heaven coming from someone who's non-binary, but well aware they come off as male to the outside world. Exactly. And like it's so weird because like we literally just created everything. And like I was kind of touching on this earlier, like how when I was a kid, I felt like I didn't really fit in to like what the image of like a little girl should like. Like I was never really into like unicorns and like ponies and like dresses. Like it was like dresses that was the main thing that would always irk me. But then I never fit into like tomboy things. And that's how like everything is just fluid. And I think it's really validating too to know that you don't even have to put a label on it. Like when I was younger, too, I would always be like, oh, you're either gay or you're straight. And it's just like how I was raised, what I was raised to believe, that you were either gay or straight. There's like nothing else. And there's actually like so much else. It's like not even a scale. It's like a whole chart. Like, you know how there are certain tests where you get a circle and then there's like a slice of the pie. It's like each of those for everything. And like, it's so okay. I should really get back into Stardew. Allison, I would love to see you play. I want to learn French in order to go to Tahiti by myself. I'd like to learn it in a more gender-neutral tone, but I'm not sure how. It would be extremely interesting to see how all those countries are like handling and progressing as well. Because again, language is always progressing. Like new words are being added into the dictionary every day. This place is huge. I'm getting nervous that I got in a little deep. I just want to meet new people, though. I heard that there's a baddie named Sophia around here somewhere with pink hair. Take me to Sophia. I've been working closely with the HR of my job and having talks about gender inclusivity. How's that been going, Mika? Also, what do you do for work? I played for a solid 2 days. Did you get overwhelmed, Allison? Because Stardew is kind of an overwhelming game at first. I never felt like I fit into the male stereotype in my family till I got older. That's interesting. Yeah, there's just so many stereotypes too, and like when you put yourself into those stereotypes of like what should, I hate the word should. I hate it in all contexts, for real. It's like even when you go like I should do this, who's putting that on you? Is that yourself or is that someone else? Yo, where am I? This is so creepy. Oh, an ancient doll. That's creepy. That's a fun first thing for us to find. My younger sister was a tomboy for most of their childhood, and it was actually a really big influence on me, but I never felt like I could tell her that. Like, and in what way do you feel that you can't tell her? Because it was like, what is the word that I'm looking for? Like that you shouldn't say those kind of things. You might get lost in this forest. I always do. Okay, bet. I trust Dana with my life. Dana knows when I would get lost. It's already 8:50 p.m. I need to meet people. I have a map mod. Whoa. Whoa, this is the whole forest I'm in? Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get lost in here. We gotta go back a stat. I work for a video game testing company. Hey, that's really cool. How is that conversation going? Do you think that it's being received well? Can't complain about language changing slightly. Imagine living at the time Shakespeare started writing. Now those people had to work to keep it up. Exactly. What we've been taught is better than should, because it's true. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. But the entrance is on the right side in the middle. Okay. I think I recognize this, because this is like by the wizard's place, right? Hopefully. Wait, is the wizard still around here? Oh, he's up there. I think this game is intimidating since I play on Switch and never know what to do next. That's true. It definitely makes it a lot easier if you have mods on Stardew. I would never be able to play on Switch. Like, maybe I would if I've played multiple times before, but probably not otherwise. Because it is kind of hard. Like, you can play Stardew very leisurely on Switch, but it would be difficult to do if you're trying to, like, finish any challenges. It's a good thing that scything doesn't use energy, because I would say... Who is that? I forgot about my mods. That's actually scared me for a second. Freezy! Freezy, welcome in. How are you? I'm slowly making my way downtown, walking fast. Phases pass and I'm homebound. Back to our house. Okay, let me pause for a second too. I remember way back in middle school, we had these twin sisters in our class and one of them was always playing along with the boys. And I remember we, as the boys, always regarding her as a boy. Back then I was only 8, so I didn't know what trans or anything was like that. And now looking back on it, it's so interesting that it does show at a young age, yeah. And that's the thing too, because like, obviously, you know, to whoever says whatever is a choice, that's as Lady Gaga once said, born this way. And that's the thing. Like, if people are born a certain way, I'm not sure why we're still assuming that they're anything, you know? Like, why do we put a box around people? Like, especially, okay, let's not get so heated, but especially when kids are so young and like you see like a toddler and all the conversations are about it. Like, let's say it's a boy toddler and all the adults are like, oh my god, he's gonna be such a heartbreaker and stuff like that. Like, that's weird. Like, that's weird. That child should not be dating anytime soon, as is. I just don't feel like I can talk to my family about gender identity, and yeah, it just seems awkward to tell my sister that the way she yeeted gender norms out this sci-fi era and how it influenced me. Yeah, I can understand that. I think it's really hard too, and like, this is where I think it does come to like society and the way that we are just raising people, is that like my parents, I am very, very lucky to have very accepting parents, but even they, when I came out as bi and I told them that I was dating a woman, like sometimes they were like, oh, so you're gay. And I'm like, no, like just because I'm not currently with a man doesn't negate my whole sexuality. It's being received very well. I'm going to be working on creating training courses for the people there and also be used to proofread company-facing documents. Mika, that's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that. That's really, really cool. Tahiti 3 years ago was barely starting to even really open up to the LGBTQ plus community. Yeah, and I'm sure it's like very different in all the countries too. I mean, here it's slow here in the US for sure. I'm having icky meetings today. I'm simply ready to vibe. I'm sorry your meetings were icky. But I'm happy to have you here. Who puts a flounder in a burrito? Jody is a sick human being. Sorry, that was kind of harsh. Let's go to the museum so I can drop off this creepy doll and then we can try and meet more people. South Africa 10 years ago seemed open to... Where am I? Who are you? What happened? Did somebody do something? Oh, Gray's here. Sorry, I can't really see everything. Gray, welcome in. Thank you for following here. I appreciate you, Gray. How are you? South Africa 10 years ago seemed open to the LGBTQ plus community, but in the smaller villages, it was not allowed to be a thing at all. Yeah, and I think that's kind of how it is here on a different scale. Like if you go to like big cities like San Francisco and New York City, it's definitely more accepted than like rural Ohio, calling myself out, and you know, other areas of the country. The same thing happened when I came out to my dad. Isn't that interesting, Dana? Because like, again, like my parents are like the most liberal people you can meet. And even they, like, just because of the way that they were raised, it was hard for them to understand. And I kind of compare it to like trying to explain a color that someone else is colorblind to. Because it is hard, but like those people need to be open to listening. And that's the main thing. Like with anything, conversation is the biggest thing. I accidentally came out to my dad as bisexual last summer, and he was so confused. He thought it meant I was going to break up with my fiance. Yeah, and like my mom was like, is that why you broke up with your boyfriend? I'm like, no, like that's not, like, it's not like I just all of a sudden turned it. It's just all of a sudden I'm comfortable with this part of me that I'm comfortable sharing with you. Pretty proud that Belgium is progressive enough that we had a gay immigrant as a prime minister for 2 terms and currently have a trans woman as a federal minister. Melsky, that's amazing. That's a really, really, really nice representation. The way that some adults speak that way on kids is so odd. It is. It's so odd. Like, why are we talking about that with kids? But but I totally feel like my sister understands more and tries in regards to my gender identity. I've been out to my family about my sexuality for almost 8 years, and I've never felt like I could introduce my parents to a boyfriend. That's really nice. I do know a lot of people who like feel like they can sort of confide or like relax with their siblings. It is very interesting because, like, again, like going back to like I'm adopted, and like my mom always wanted a little girl to like dress up and do girly things with. Like, she used to love taking me shopping, and like I like shopping, but like not that much, and like those kind of things. And it all goes back to like if somebody is pregnant, usually the most common answer when they're asked like, oh, do you want a boy or a girl? Most people say like, I don't care as long as it's healthy. And like there's just these associations that once that baby is born with a biological gender, then we start to create our own expectations. Even though that like nothing should change, you know? I don't care as long as my baby is healthy and happy. I'm good, and of course I just saw your tweet at work and ran to my laptop. How's work going, Gray? I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm really happy to have you here. I think it's definitely not implemented outside of the internet or TV. I've literally never heard anyone talk about LGBTQ, so it's still developing for sure. Yeah. And like back to like interesting traditional things, something I was thinking about with like pronouns, and I don't know if anyone else has this experience, so I'm interested in hearing from y'all if you can relate. But like my dad, his parents immigrated here from the Czech Republic and Austria, and my dad, like, he is very traditional in some ways. Like he definitely, like, his mom always cooked. He doesn't even know how to cook now, stuff like that. And one thing that's very interesting is like the pronoun usage with my parents. Like my parents even think that if I refer to my mom using she, like that's kind of disrespectful. Like I always have to say, instead of saying like, oh, she said this, I always have to say my mom said this, or mom said this, instead of she. So it's very interesting when it comes to pronouns, because they're having like a difficult understanding of why people would want to go by different pronouns than she or he, because they see they as like more separate or like less personal in that way. And I don't know, like it just seems like a kind of like very, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone else's parents be that way. So it might just be my dad. But yeah, it's like they're still willing to learn, but it's just like that thing that is difficult to get around. Shorty, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh wait, is it short you can? Short you can. Oh, could that be related to honorifics in some way too? Dana, could you perhaps explain for the people who don't know? I'm the people who don't know what honorifics is. Is that like Mrs. and Mr., like those kind of things? Manda? Is that Manda? Y'all, I need to meet people. Where's Sophia? How do I get to you? Do I go to the beach first? Let's go to the beach each? Okay. We need to go to the beach each. Wait, it even says that. Visit the beach before 5 p.m. Okay, good timing, good timing. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I've never played this mod. It is huge. I know. Lila, I'm terrified right now, but I'm also very excited because like I really love Stardew for the heart events and being able to grow relationships with the people. So I'm excited to like get more heart events. Stardew mods are so amazing. I'm really excited for the Haunted Chocolatier as is, but I'm also very excited to see what kind of mods people add in for Haunted Chocolatier as well. I think it's down the path, but to the left instead of down to the beach. Oh, is it? It's a good thing that we had to go here anyways. We'll see. Thank you, Ash. Ash, have you played Expanded? I was actually thinking about honorifics in terms of like the Japanese language, since those are specific to who you are. Oh, that's interesting. Like how you put certain things on the end of words as a thing of respect. That's what honorifics are. That's actually a good point. I don't know if the Czech language has those or something similar, but I feel like that could make sense. Like my dad does see it as like more disrespectful if I call my mom she instead of mom. I saw a video once. I can't even get my regular started. That's right. I'm sorry about that, Ash. I hope it works out for you. Do you have a Switch, Ash? I'm so excited for Haunted Chocolatier. Me too. I don't even know when it comes out, but I'm gonna stay excited. Has anyone played Little Witch in the Woods? Because I've been wanting to play that as well. All this is new. Okay, I think this is where Sophia lives. Yes, exactly. Okay, cool. There she is. What if she's not even all that? Eek, a stranger? Okay, ouchie. That kind of hurt, but okay. Ellie, welcome in. How are you? Ash, would you ever play Stardew on your Switch? Ellie, how's your Thursday going? So sorry, I get a little nervous around people I haven't met before. You know what? Me too. We'll give that one to her, because me too. My social anxiety? Wild. It's so weird that I like don't have anything on this account, on this save. I'm like, what can I gift her? And then I don't have anything. I haven't played it, but it looks adorable. I think it's on Game Pass. Yeah, I think it's on Game Pass, and I believe it's on like Steam for the beta or like early release. I don't know what the difference between beta and early release is, but I am really excited for that. I also just saw the announcement for that game. I think it's called Spirit Tea. It's like basically Stardew and Spirited Away, and that looks really, really good. Work is going really well. Sorry, I literally ran to the bathroom. Don't worry, Gray. Thank you for letting me know. I'm glad that work is going well. There's so many more farms. Is this like... Well, this farm looks a little funny. Well, who is here? What? This is trashed. Who's gonna clean it up? Is it gonna be me? Probably. I might, but I like the free flow of my mouse. Oh yeah, that does make sense. I wish that Stardew Switch could have mods. Then I would play on my Switch all the time. For sure. She has such a big farm. She really does. How am I ever going to make money and compared to her? Kind of rude of her to do that. That game looks so fun. The cozy gaming community on Twitch about to pop off, which is good because I feel like we all need a new game. Because like Animal Crossing, I could never. I actually felt a little nostalgic for Animal Crossing the other day while I was watching TikTok. And then I was like, you know what? No, I don't. I could not be bothered to terraform anything right now. Okay, also on TikTok, like 20 minutes before I started streaming here, I saw that Ollie Kisho. Wait, I actually don't know how to pronounce Ollie's last name, but I saw that Ollie did a TikTok of which Heartstopper character he is, and he got Charlie. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna get a really nice, wholesome character from Heartstopper. Wrong. I got Harry, the freaking bully. And then I got what's his face? Ben? I don't remember his name. It's Charlie's ex. And I was like, what is this? This is not fair. Has everyone seen Heartstopper though? I only feel nostalgic for New Leaf. I love New Leaf. I do have my New Leaf game, and every time I turn it on, I'm just overwhelmed because I had so many flowers there, and Pietro. Pietro's a bit terrifying in there. Gigi, welcome in. Thank you for following here, Gigi. I appreciate you. How are you doing today? Have you heard of the game Coral Island? I have heard of it. Has that been released yet? I think we should probably put some things in the community center. Like these two go there, right? My community center mod isn't here. Oh, because we haven't opened the community center yet. It's been a while. Youngster Jazz, welcome in. Love Heartstopper. Did everyone watch it in one day? It took me, I admit it took me more than one day to watch it. I am a little bit ashamed, but my brother had to like get married. So I had to take some time off of binging it. I believe it's Kisho. Kisho? Wait, what are we pronouncing? Kisho. I don't know what that's referencing, Dana. I'm sorry, my short-term memory is not great today. It actually reminds me of yesterday. I told one of my first graders that my birthday is on Friday, and then an hour later I saw her again, and another girl was like, "Is your birthday on Friday?" And I'm like, "Yeah, did Harper tell you?" Good memory, Harper. And Harper was like, "Well, you just told me an hour ago. Of course I remember." I was like, "Wait, y'all don't forget things that happened an hour ago?" I was like, "That happens to me all the time." And they just looked at me funny. Not Pietro. Listen, Pietro's cute, but his house is terrifying. Not released, but they recently showed some videos. I haven't seen new videos of Coral Island. I'll have to check it out. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe just like farming and meeting more people. Sadly, time always goes by so fast. In these streams, I gotta go now, but have a great stream. Kevin, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you. And thank you. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Keisho. Oh, Keisho! We're talking about Ollie. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Why is everyone putting things in burritos that shouldn't go in burritos? It's Morris's birthday. Who cares? Am I right? Can I get a who cares for 500? But yeah, what I found really interesting. So I mentioned earlier that I work at the all-girls school that I went to as a kid, as a high schooler. And the school is like very, very, very progressive. And when I first got hired, before I got hired, I had an interview with the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Board. And our conversation was really, really, really good. And I just like knew that it would be a good fit. And then we had a touch-up meeting, or like pulse check, you could say, of like how everything is going. And I was really curious to know like how the school is dealing with like progression and gender identity and how it is fluid as an all-girls school, because it has existed for a very long time as an all-girls school. And obviously like some kids have gone to the school since pre-K, and their identities may be developing and changing like whenever. But I always thought it would be really sad. Like imagine like if a kid really loves going to school there and then they come out as non-binary, or that they want to use he pronouns or anything else, or as trans, like would they be kicked out? Because that would be extremely upsetting, because school, the main goal of school is that it creates a safe place for all kids. Because like the world might not be very safe for them or anything, and like school is like the best place to have a stable, safe environment where they know their expectations and needs will be met. So I had a conversation with the lead of the board and how they were dealing with that, and they actually have a whole club for trans and non-binary students, and they would never kick people out. They don't even ask gender on applications, which I think is really, really cool because there are all boys schools in the area. Like that school has brother schools. But I don't know what they're doing, but it is really, really cool that like they're so supportive of that. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Like I was like so warmed from that. It sounded like I said warmed. but my heart was so warmed by that because, like, that's just such a safe place. And I was really scared because, like, when I went to school there, we were so she, her pronouns replace everything. Girls are amazing. Girls can do anything, blah, blah, blah. That I was like, oh my God, what are they going to do about kids who don't identify as female anymore? But they're still supportive, and it's freaking amazing. I'm very happy to be at a school like that. I never even thought of all one gender schools exactly, and I don't think even I would have thought about it. Even as an early child education major, if I had not went to one or worked at one, because we're having a lot of conversation on LGBTQ plus issues in education right now, because that's a whole thing. But we haven't really talked about single-sex schools yet. So it is really cool to know. I hope that's the majority of schools, single-sex schools in the US, but I feel like I wouldn't be confident that it is. Like, as a non-binary person who graduated in 2015, I definitely didn't know then, but I would have 100% felt uncomfy in all-girls schools, so that's amazing. Yeah, right. Yeah, and I know when I went to school, there were some students who, I mean, honestly, like, when I'm aging myself, but when I was in high school, non-binary wasn't a term that you really heard. And we had, like, the LGBTQ clubs, but that was more in reference in regard to sexuality, not really gender identity. Maddie, welcome back. Yeah, isn't it great? I honestly love that so much. It's so important. My doctor started using they them pronouns for me, and even though I use any pronouns, it's really nice to have an institution recognize my identity. Yeah, that's amazing. That's like, I'm not sure if you were here for this part, Gray, but like I was saying that I think it's so important that like anywhere you go, there should be pronouns. Like, because I'm thinking of like retail workers too, because I used to work in retail, and I mean, we didn't even have name tags. For a little bit we did, but I think like name tags with pronouns should just be like a thing. And in schools, and at work, and in emails, as Sulky mentioned, in emails, like in an email signature, that's everything. Same, Emmy. I went to an all-girls high school for a year, and I don't think I ever heard non-binary then. Yeah, I didn't know that you went there for a year. Was it a not great experience? Cis, I meant. Yeah, that's what I figured. Maddie, how are you doing today? Maddie, did you watch Heartstopper? Kate, welcome in. How are you? Thank you so much. Kate, I was lurking in your stream, in your first stream, and I also was re-watching your VOD this morning. I hope that doesn't make you uncomfortable, but I was like, how did Kate do this? Because I need to practice. I need to know what Kate did so I can do like the same sort of format. But Kate, your first stream was excellent. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. I just lost my Valo game, so are you sure that you're good? I hadn't heard the term non-binary until late 2020, and it really resonated. And after doing some digging, I realized I was non-binary in early 2021. That's awesome, Gray. Can I ask, you don't have to share it all, but I did say, like, in the beginning of the stream, if people felt comfortable sharing their experiences, what do you mean by, like, digging? Like, was that, like, self-work? Because I know, like, for me, I had never even considered my sexuality until, like, 2019, 2020 as well. And it was kind of like self-thought that helped me get there. When I look back at my life, and I was like, oh, It's basically just that. I was just like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense now. But I think that's really cool because, like, this sounds so stupid when I say it, but I will be honest, but, like, TikTok helped me realize that I was part of the LGBTQ community. And, like, I think TikTok is so amazing for that kind of stuff because everyone can share their perspectives and their voice. Like, obviously, it's the same as Twitch, you know? People can put their voice out there and it resonates with people, and that's so powerful. And yeah, that's I feel like I'm not the only one that has happened to. Like, it's like this progression with social media and people coming out with their experiences and people relating. That's really been powerful the past few years. I forgot, like, I don't have a good fishing rod, but I would say I'm doing pretty well with this small bar one. Caroline, welcome in. How are you doing today? How is Stardew today? Some people at work use pronouns on their emails. I want to do it, but some people were kind of judging them. So I'm a bit worried to add mine, even though they're just she, her. I wish it was more common. Right. And that kind of reminds me, Maddie, of like how you say, like, your pronouns are, I guess, what people would expect or normally associate. And it's kind of like how the term partner, people are so reluctant towards for some reason. And I would be interested in what y'all feel with that too. Like, even when I was in a hetero relationship, I used partner to talk about my boyfriend because at the time I had been dating him for like years. That, like, boyfriend didn't even feel like it accurately described it. Like, I was like, no, he's my partner. And I feel like terms like that, like neutral terms like that, should just be neutral and normal and commonly used. But I don't know, I'm interested to hear what anyone else thinks too. Also, I'm good. Wait, let me catch up to you. I moved around a lot in high school, so I went to 3 high schools, but I left that one school because it was private school and too expensive and didn't love it. Okay, that's fair. I did know that you moved around a lot. Also, I'm good. I can't say it too long because I'm still at work, but I just want to stop by and say hi and support. Kate, thank you so much. I hope work goes well for you. Thank you for saying hi. It's very appreciated. Thank you, thank you. I suppressed a lot until I had time to think about it after the pandemic started. Also, TikTok, yes. And I think, obviously, the pandemic is awful. Like, I don't think we need to teach that today. But I think something special that the pandemic gave us was the time to be inside, like, literally and metaphorically. For us, it was a time of, like, great self-reflection, because when we no longer had, like, the distractions of day-to-day responsibilities and places to go and, like, just all the messy distractions of life, like, we really were allowed to have that time for ourselves. I started doing self-work and reflection for sure. I looked at all of the things that happened in my life and how much I had never liked or felt okay with being ladylike. How for 3 years I forced my hip to stop moving when I walk, and how I wanted to change my name in 2nd grade to Miles, go figure, and almost never used a pronoun for myself. I'd always call myself by a personal pronoun, I or me, or my name. That's very interesting, Gray. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. To be honest, people use partner really often here. Really? You use the term partner? I use the term single, fair enough. I think it's different for everyone, but what made me realize that I was non-binary was realizing that no gender term worked for... Whoa. Sorry, I just lost my place. Was realizing that no gender term worked for how I perceive myself. I don't even feel like they, them, or neo pronouns fit real well, as it feels more like either a lack of gender entirely or all the genders at once. That's a very interesting, Gray. That's definitely gave me a lot to think on. because I can definitely relate, because there's such small words, right? Pronouns are so small, but they hold so much weight, and just roles that we placed on them. Okay, where do I go to meet everyone? We'll just make our way around. Caroline, thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. We really just all realized we're a bit fruity during the pandemic, Lovato. True. It was TikTok. Bork, welcome back. How was your meeting? The term partner used to really bother me, actually, because the term felt forced on same-sex married couples to gatekeep the word husband and wife. Interesting. Protecting the sanctity of marriage. And I had a hard time reframing the word partner, but I think the past few years has been about reclaiming the word for something else. And I really liked your words of the word reclaiming, because I think it was with you, Freezy, that I was having a conversation about reclaiming like the words like gay and queer, because when I was a kid, like especially in middle school, gay was just a big insult. Like I just remember always being on the school bus and it would just be said in a derogatory term. Like instead of saying that's stupid, people would say that's, you know, whatever, and like people would call you that in a mean way, even if it had obviously nothing to do with anyone's sexuality. Like it was just that connotation. And it's about reclaiming, and like reclaiming in love and with respect too for what the history of the word is. Also, Haley, welcome in. How are you? I didn't know about non-binary in high school, but one student changed their name and pronouns, and that set off alarms in my head. But I didn't know they then pronouns existed, so I was still confused about my identity for at least another year. Isn't that interesting that it's like, and it's also like I can't speak for you, but I feel like it's a relief when you have a word to identify with, you know? And that's why I feel like overarching terms such as queer and non-binary are so powerful and impactful for people. Like, because I have one of my close friends in real life, like she's still figuring out too, and she just calls herself queer, and she's like, you know, I don't really know what's going on, I just know that I'm not straight. And I'm like, that's great. That's great, because like I feel like there used to also be a lot of pressure to identify as one word. I don't know if people can relate to that either, but that's how I know I felt for a while too. Closed on Wednesdays. It was a meeting? Wait, oh, it was a meeting. I see. So it wasn't great, it wasn't awful. Wait, what did you can say? I'm curious. If this helps, my old job made it a policy to add pronouns after one person, and I added our pronouns to our emails and really advocated for staff to add it. That's cool. Yeah, Maddie, do you think that people are just like weird about it because they're reluctant about it? Or is it like actually active like rudeness? 100% a relief. For the longest time, I didn't understand why I never fit in with girls and thought something was wrong with me. Yeah, I mean, I relate it to like my ADHD as well, because like I lived my whole life with ADHD, and like for the longest time, I thought I was just stupid. Like it sounds really silly when I say that, but like that's how it was. And then when I got the diagnosis, I was like, oh my god, I'm not stupid. There's actually a word for what I'm experiencing, and other people experience it too. The labels can feel really constricting at times. Yeah, queer is a word I feel really scared to ever use to describe myself, but I hear so many people like using that term. Yeah, and I think it all has to do with like, obviously you don't have to use a word if you don't feel comfortable with it, but also I know that in other countries too, I think there's still different connotations. the relief from they them pronouns was so intense. I told my ex-boyfriend I don't want to be called girl or she, but I definitely don't want to be called he. So like before I understand what was happening. That's amazing, Haley. Thank you for sharing. I feel that 1000%, especially being in a het marriage and realizing I was not straight. Yeah. And that's a huge thing too. Like, obviously I identify as bisexual, and I realized that when I was in a hetero relationship. So that was just weird. Like, I was lucky to have a partner that was like very accepting and understanding of that, and willing to like work with me with understanding, and like didn't get offended, stuff like that. But it's obviously hard, and like I was saying earlier, like when I came out to my parents because I'm dating a woman, my mom was like, oh, so you're gay now. And like she even said, and like I'm not saying anything mean about my mom, because my mom is very loving and she is learning a lot, but one of the things that she said was like, well, to the world you appear gay, you don't appear bi. And I think that's the very difficult thing, like of identifying as bi, is like you can't really appear to the world as bi at all times. And I think that's why it might be scary to identify as that sometimes. I knew about non-binary people before the pandemic, but only a little bit about it. It was after I joined online spaces and talked to more queer people is when I really got to know the term, and now I identify with it. Online spaces have definitely helped me in my gender journey, but I agree and wish that we had learned more about the LGBTQIA plus identities in school. Yeah, it would have saved so many kids from dysphoria and everything else that comes along with it. Yeah, I think like we're doing the youth of America a huge disservice by not educating them on all these subjects. And that's a whole other thing. Y'all, there's some crazy stuff happening with the LGBTQ stuff in education right now. Friendly reminder and encouragement to my queer besties in het relationships. You're still 100% valid and 100% queer. Great, I love that, and I second it. Also, let me just catch up for a bit. Are we even paying attention to the game? It's okay if we're not, because I barely am. When I learned I wasn't dumb, I just had ADHD, and the reason I can't read clocks or do addition or subtraction is because I have dyscalculia. Dyscalculia is literally changed how I treated myself. Great. Yes, because self-image is what is being affected when we don't have like a word for it, because it's confusing. Like, I know I felt confused when I didn't have a word to identify with. And when you do, it's just it just can help like the way you feel about yourself, because it's not even about the way that you present to the world or telling the world I'm this. It's telling yourself, because that helps for self-acceptance and self-love too. I also have the dyscalculia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, so I apologize if I'm not. I feel like when I was in a relationship, no one took my bisexuality seriously. Yeah, and that's a huge problem too. Yeah, it feels weird that my girlfriend and I are bi or queer, but to the world we're a lesbian couple. Right. Yeah, to the world, and like that's the whole thing. Like, the world has a specific lens that I don't know. Like, how do y'all think that's actually possible to change? I think I'll fish for a bit. Do y'all think that it's possible to change how we no longer put expectations on people for their gender or sexuality? Because like, even like, I know, like, even when I see commercials, like I recently saw this TikTok ad and there were two dads and they had babies, and I was like, oh my god, they're gay, let's go. And then I'm like, that shouldn't be celebrated. That should just be normal that we see ads representing the world. Beanie, welcome in. How are you? Proud middle and high school health educator here. Oh, welcome in. I teach an incredibly progressive curriculum that covers a whole host of LGBTQIA plus topics. So we're out here, just wish there were more of us. Hi, by the way, Beanie, she, her. Welcome in, Beanie. It's good to have you here. So I'm majoring in early childhood education. And I'm very curious, like, how long have you been teaching, and do you experience a lot of pushback with the curriculum that you put together? Like, again, you don't need to answer me. Y'all don't ever need to answer me on anything. Like, it's okay if I'm making anyone uncomfortable. I'm just very curious about everyone's experiences. One thing I have a hard time balancing is my wife is bi but never came out. Our friends know because she dated a girl before me, but her family doesn't know. There are times I want to share my experience marrying into LGBTQ plus community and partake in discussions, but I feel like I can't because I want to respect her privacy and her right to not express her sexuality. Yeah, I can understand that, Borg. That is, like, very interesting, and it's obviously everyone has their own journey with coming out and stuff, and that's like why when I was in a hetero relationship and I realized that I was bi, I didn't come out because I knew that it would be like a conversation. Like, I think it was Dana that said that she came out to her dad and he thought that it meant that she was breaking up with her fiance. And like, I know that it would be like that kind of conversation for my parents too when I was with my ex. And so it's just like very difficult because it's just like, I just wish that things didn't have to be a conversation. I wish that coming out didn't even have to be a thing, because I don't think it should be, because coming out has this connotation of something being secretive and different. And I just hope for a world where it's like accepted like anything else. Also, Barry, welcome in. Thank you so much for following here, Barry. How are you doing today? Emmy, just don't talk to me. Okay, let me catch up. I'm sorry that I'm like so behind. I just keep ranting about things. I also really appreciate this conversation, so I'm glad I popped in. Beanie, it's really good to have you here. I feel like we've come a long way already since the 80s and 90s. Like this channel says, it gets better. Exactly, Melsky. It's definitely possible to change the way that the world looks at gender or sexuality overall, but it feels so out of reach, right? Because like, also you have to think about like, our humans have been around for so long, and all of our cultures have built what is our like reality today. So it's gonna take naturally a long time to change anything. I think eventually it will be the norm to see that. I kind of think of it like we're building a new society of acceptance, and Rome wasn't built in a day exactly. We're still building the founding blocks for inclusivity to be so normal. It's abnormal to be phobic. Gray, freaking well said. Should I just hand over the mic to Gray? I've been teaching 7 years, and I'm actually leaving my current school because I'm unhappy with administration. I have absolutely experienced pushback, but I have experienced more appreciation and love and willingness to participate, which is great. I have only ever taught at a small independent school though. Yeah, I can understand that. I hope you find I hope you find or have found a better school that aligns with you. I was mentioning earlier that I currently work at a school that is super inclusive, but it's also a private school. It's a private independent school. And like, what's going on with the public schools right now is like terrifying. And you know, there's this whole thing of smuggling in curriculum and stuff like that, and it's awful. It's awful. And one of my classmates in my major, her mom is currently a teacher. I think she teaches 2nd grade or 4th grade. And something that she once said that has really resonated with me is that if a child in her classroom can experience it, we should be teaching it. Like, so that goes with anything. That goes with racism, prejudice, and anything to do with sexuality, because people could be in your class that have 2 moms, 2 dads. They could have any kind of family makeup that is not just the nuclear family. Also, Barry, hello. Remember when I said I would catch up? Let's try doing that this time. I'm still not out to my mom, and I probably never will be, because I don't think it would be safe for me. I wish it wasn't that way, but I have so many people in my life that support me for exactly who I am. Yeah, Dana, I'm sorry that it's like that, and that's why, like, I think that, you know, chosen family is very important too. Yeah, I feel like you're working through thoughts by talking to us. Exactly, I am. One of the cool things about dating someone who is bi is that it means I beat out double the field for their affection. My partner knows and supports me. We've been together for 11 years, and we have always been open about it with each other. But I am terrified to ever talk to my family about it. I can't imagine they would take it well at all. I'm sorry to hear that stuff. It is so hard, like, when family, like, because again, like, my family is super accepting and, like, whatever, and even they had some trouble that has left me a little hurt at times. So family is definitely, like, difficult to work around. I think it's difficult because with sexuality, ultimately who here doesn't really affect anyone else, so you don't need to even think about it. But gender is how you'd refer to someone. So I think it'll always be that people assume, but I don't know. I feel like as long as people can say, oh no, I'm he, as simple as saying, oh, my name is blank, then I think that's good. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Maddie. It was the swearing. Sorry, Maddie, can you reword that without the forking? Maddie getting the hammer. I saw it, Maddie, thank you. I appreciate you. Also, this is just the first public place I've talked about this, and I just want to say how healing is the space is right now. Y'all are so wonderful. Steph, thank you for saying that. And, like, this is very new for me too, and I also feel like in that way it's kind of important and nice to have every, like, stance of person represented, because I feel like, who is this? I feel like when I was coming to terms with understanding myself in that way, I only ever saw people who came out a long time ago, and it's, like, no longer an issue, and, like, they're just like, just do it, you know? And I'm like, I don't know. So I think it's important too to have conversations with people in all stages of it. Bonk. Steph, I love you so much that, and if you ever want to talk about being bi in a het relationship, my DMs are always open. Dana, you're so kind. Ash, welcome back. Who is this Andy? I've been working Fairhaven Farm here for many years. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Did they take it from that guy? Is he supposed to be the guy from the meme? Maybe I should cook something new and exciting today. Something spicy. Do it, Leah, you won't. Yeah, I love that we're able to have this space, and, like, I feel so grateful to have found people on the Twitch community that are so accepting and welcoming. Like, I never expected that on Twitch. Before Animal Crossing and the pandemic, I had only thought that Twitch was, like, was just for, like, first-person shooters and really, really, really good gamers and, like, no conversation. I had no idea, like, the kind of community that could be fostered through live streaming on Twitch and just being in other people's streams, too. And I feel really grateful for that. Like, I can't repeat enough, like, how much Twitch has done for me. Like, it's given me confidence to identify the way that I identify, and also, like, to be brave about it. And, like, it's just amazing. It's amazing. I'm sorry if I'm not, like, articulating myself perfectly, but it's hard for me to be emo. Also, let me try and pronounce this. Is it Ein? Einfatch, Straw Hut, welcome in. I wanted to say hello first, but who is Andy? I played that game since 2019 and I have no idea who that is. So we're actually playing with the expanded mod. So with the expanded mod, there are new characters. But yeah, I was confused on who Andy is too. I felt the same way about Twitch. Then TikTok introduced me to someone who plays Stardew and I was like, wait, no way. That's amazing. Funny little story, when I had a teddy bear at about 8 or 9 years old and when my grandpa asked me about its gender, I said it was both a boy and girl. My grandpa's response was, what, so it's bisexual? That's hilarious. Haley, that reminds me of how when I was a kid, I had a pet turtle and we never found out what the gender of the turtle was for some reason. They like didn't tell us at the pet store. And so I named the turtle Emily Franklin so that it would have a gender inclusive name. I'll be real, I am from a super conservative area, so even knowing anyone who was out was super rare. I had a couple gay friends in school, but what I have learned from online friendships through Twitch and Twitter has taught me more than I had known my whole life. Especially as a straight person, I just didn't understand or didn't know how blind I was to the reality that people in the LGBTQIA plus community face. Barry, thank you so much for sharing all that. And I can definitely relate too. I came from like the public school that I went to was very, very conservative, like, and very not diverse. Like me and my brother were the only Hispanic kids, and there was maybe one, I can only think of one out gay student. And they were bullied like relentlessly. So I can definitely relate, and like I think that's why for me it took so long for me to know that I also was too, because there was like that fear and like, oh, that person is out and they get bullied because they're different. We don't want to be different that way, you know? Emily Franklin, I miss R.I.P. Emily Franklin, the best turtle. Also, Max, welcome in. How are you? Just call me Rye. Is it Rye? Or is it Ree? Welcome in, though. Thank you for letting me know. Cora's description of her first times on Twitch is pretty great. She said, I thought it was just dudes yelling and playing Call of Duty. That's how I thought, too. And then I found all my friends. Even if you felt blind to it before, you have been a great ally since I've known you. I very much appreciate you, Berry Patches. I second that. And, like, it's... Like, that's the thing, too. Like, even if you're not part of the alphabet mafia yourself, like, an ally, being a good ally is like, the best thing ever. Because, I mean, with any marginalized folks, it's important to have people who have, perhaps a more powerful voice at times to be knowledgeable about how to speak up and, give that voice to the marginalized people. Am I making sense? Before I came out as bisexual, my mom believed and taught me some really awful things about the LGBTQIA+ and didn't accept me at first. But when I came out as non-binary and changed my name, she worked to change my pronouns and name. She grew up fundamental Baptist, and I think if she can accept me and now others in the LGBTQIA and oh my gosh, let me try and catch this fish. Catch this fish. Super pogger fishing going on here only. And works to change her friends and coworkers' perceptions. It's possible for others as well. Yeah, and it's just about that willingness. Like, willingness, I think, is the most powerful word in this context, because like, some people are just so set in their ways, and like, I'm comparing it to technology again because I'm comparing it to like teachers that have been teaching for like 50 years, and like when they started teaching it was like a chalkboard or a whiteboard, and they're not willing to learn new technologies with computers and internet and stuff, and then all they're really doing is hurting themselves. And I think it's like the same thing. Like, if you are not willing to move with the world as the world moves around, then you're gonna get stuck. And all it will really harm is yourself. It's Ree, the second one you said. Okay, thank you so much for letting me know. And Chelsea, welcome in. How are you? I'm Emo listening in. Farah, it's good to have you here. I was really close friends with someone for a couple years who had come out as gay and then transgender, and then taught me a lot about that aspect of the LGBTQ plus community. Yeah, and that's like really amazing too, is that like that's nice about Twitch, is that here you can hear from every type of person ever. And that's what's important, is like perspective and just gaining perspective on anything, because like you really don't know what you don't know. And in order to learn that stuff, you just have to be open to receiving and be able to listen. Also, Ash, thank you for hydration reminder. I hope everyone is hydrating. You are making all the sense. Thank you, Kate. I freaking hope so. Hi, Doc. I'm bisexual. Hi, bisexual. I'm Dad. Hi, Dad. I'm 9. Hi. Oh my gosh. Is this the rest of the stream? Hi, Dad. I'm non-binary. Hi, non-binary. I'm Dad. Gotta grab a quick snack. Everyone behave and respect Queen Emmy. Thank you very much. I'll be back in 2 tail shakes. Dana, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your snack. I've never seen this bridge before. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I wonder if there's some good honkers, aka fish, in this river / lake. I feel like this is gonna make me really want to play expanded on my normal save, but my normal save I'm trying to do 100%, and I feel like it would just be too much. Hi, non-binary. I'm gender fluid. Maddie, come back. You can swear now. There's always room for educating yourself on inclusivity and diversity. Exactly. Also, Child of Ruin, welcome in. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. Where are we? Where are you? Whoa, where does this go? Is this just another forest? Man, this place is huge. Nina, welcome in. Thank you for following here, Nina. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Has Borg ever respected Emmy? Good question. Good question. Have I met everyone? Nope. Not nearly close. Interestingly, we've met like most of the new people, just not the old people. Maddie's gonna bonk all over chat now. I'm so terrified of Maddie. Maddie's like warming up. She's like cracking her knuckles to swear in chat. She's like, Dana's getting a snack? Put me in, coach. Yeah. Wait, has everyone watched Heartstopper? Because that's what I wanted to talk about today too. Because I've found that show to be like so nice to watch, and it was so like I related so hard, and it was just very cathartic, I think is the word. I watched it in a day. Yes. Did anyone have any like maybe not negative thoughts, but maybe like thoughts about Heartstopper? Or if you had negative thoughts, yeah, share those. But I feel like everyone loves Heartstopper. It was so good. Yeah, how was Baby Mooncat? And like it described the bi experience so well. Exactly. Like if y'all don't know, the main character in Heartstopper, well, one of them is in the process of discovering his sexuality and like being bisexual. And I really love that because like he was literally in one of the scenes, he Googled like, am I gay quiz, which we've all done it, right? We've all Googled, am I gay, right? Yes, I watched Heartstopper and I am waiting for someone to be my Nick and I can be their Charlie. I love that. I had one negative thing about a fight, if you know what I mean, but everything else I loved. A fight? Do you mean with Harry or like a different kind of fight? I haven't watched Heartstopper yet. Farah, you need to. You need to. So many friends, my wee heart can't take it. I know. Like, let me just say again, I'm so grateful for y'all for being here. Seriously. She's raising the roof in there. Heck yeah. I love to hear it, Chelsea. Chelsea, when are you due? Do you know what zodiac sign baby you will probably have? I'm planning on binging Heartstopper as soon as I'm done with this month. Yes. It's not even that long. Heartstopper is like maybe 8 episodes maybe, and they're like 20 minutes each. It's really easy to binge. Wait, I thought Gray was implying you gave birth already. I was confused too because Nina said congratulations. And I was very confused. But surely, like, I know time isn't real, but surely it hasn't been that long, right? That Chelsea's baby is ready to be birthed? Yeah, it wasn't long at all. I just finished my first round of grades, so I'm almost there. Let's go. Wait, Nina, are you teaching summer classes? No, I am just excited. How many shows are you currently watching? Currently, I'm not really watching any. Besides, I'm watching Spy Family and Attack on Titan. Slowly, very slowly. I tried to watch new episodes of Spy Family this morning, but I just didn't have time. I had to do homework. And Attack on Titan I haven't watched in a few weeks again. Okay, who else do I need to meet? I just want to meet everyone and then we can try playing Junimo Kart. How have I not met Willie? No, wait, I have. It literally says it right there. Okay, George, Elliot, Harvey. Okay. Like so many people. Spy Family is so good. Does anyone know of like LGBTQ plus anime? Because I'm still like, I guess, relatively new to anime. And I don't think I've seen any like big names being LGBTQ. Sam looks different. I have a mod. I have a mod on them so that they look better. Over halfway done? Wait, so when is she due? I will be on break to recuperate and work on my resume and applications. Good luck, Nina. Oh, after I'm done at work today, I'm gonna try and find the Heartstopper books. So wish me luck. I want to read them so bad. I just know classic ones like Given. I don't think I know that one. Actually, I was looking the other day to find some, and a lot of them, sadly, are all sad and not uplifting. That's upsetting. That's upsetting, and that's like why, like, I just want it to be like normal and ingrained, you know? Like Heartstopper was nice. Like a lot of people were like, Heartstopper is so predictable and like blah. Like the plot isn't good, blah blah blah. And I'm like, just let us have like one normal thing because like we don't need to always have a tragedy. Like it doesn't always need to be, you know, I guess I just want more content in media where it's like the LGBTQ isn't the main thing. Like Heartstopper was, but it was still really nice because it was like a good feeling series. But I just want like it to become ingrained in society and media so that like it's just like, oh yeah, like let's say like this show is about someone who has magic powers. Oh yeah, and they sometimes date the same sex, you know? She's due September, so is that a Libra? Is that a Libra baby? I was hoping Alice would crush Emmy's spirits. Thank you, Freezy. Wait, what did Freezy say? Junimo Kart opens after the bottom of the mines? Oh, really? I can't do that. I could always log on to my other save and do Junimo Kart. I'm not above that. We could just alternate between. But let me make sure I at least meet everyone in here. Emmy, have you seen She-Ra yet? No, what's that? What's She-Ra? Yuri on Ice, Banana Fish, and Golden Kamuy might be some to check out. I'll have to remember those. Okay, let's go to the beach each to meet Elliot. Hange from Attack on Titan. That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Literally, She-Ra and the Princess Princesses of Power. You should definitely watch that show. It's on Netflix. I'll have to look at that. That's funny. Did I just write my own Netflix series? Virgo or Libra, which I am happy about. That's amazing. I love Virgos. I'm a Virgo rising. I mean, I will spread the She-Ra agenda. Please do. Please share everything with us. They're good ones, right? The signs? Yeah, Virgo and Libra are good. Comey Can't Communicate has a non-gendered character, and honestly, I love the representation. Y'all are so knowledgeable. Plus, Comey Can't Communicate is a super cute anime on Netflix. I'll have to watch it. So you love Virgos? I am here. Farah, welcome in. Farah's also a Libra rising, right? Now, where did Elliot go? Virgo squad, rise up. We love Virgos. We love the earth signs. I'm a Virgo rising too. Charlie, welcome in. What's your sun sign? And your moon sign? What's everyone's? We can also just name drop Steven Universe because I always want to talk about it. We should talk about Steven Universe because Steven Universe is so good. The Ruby and Sapphire plotline of Steven Universe. Have we all seen Steven Universe? Gray, you're a Virgo rising too? Melsky, you're a Virgo? Aren't Libras like walking red flags? I think Libras are concerned with like finding balance and everything. So sometimes I find that Libras like don't, they find it hard to be honest because they always want to, they don't know what's right sometimes. That's at least my experience with them. Also, Ash, thank you for lurking. And Tony, welcome in. You're a Leo. Kate is a Sagittarius. I'm a Pisces, Virgo rising, and Cancer moon. Ooh. Sun, Virgo, moon, Cancer, and rising Libra. Moon must be, or Cancer must be a good sign to have moon in because it's like the, like, moon rules the Cancer. Oh my gosh, that took me a while to get out. Taurus sun and Scorpio moon. I'm a Taurus sun, Virgo rising, and Aquarius moon. To this day, I have no idea how to see what sun, moon, and rising thing is. I did the test, but the results didn't really tell me. You can use the website. I really like the website astrocharts.com. And if you scroll down there, it's just a chart that says sun, this, moon, this, rising, this, or ascendant. Charming ethereal beings. Wait, where is that place up top? Up north. I can't get there until... Alright. Alright, so I can't meet everyone. Alright. I'm obsessed with Libras, actually. I don't know about the compatibility with Taurus and Libra. Yeah, I find Libras always want to be right, so it can take a while for a Libra to make decisions. Yeah, exactly, and tend to be more blunt. Not like they're mean, just say things how they see them. Yeah, I agree with that. Virgo, Sun, Leo rising, Pisces moon. Why did I think Libra was in your chart, Farah? Interesting. Equals depressed, not the depressed. My Aquarius moon equals detached. Okay, I feel like I'm just wandering around, so I think I'm gonna sell these fish, and then I think we'll try playing Junimo card for a bit. I mean, he knows my whole chart at this point. I'm still shook that Fruit and I have the same chart. Has anyone ever met... I've never met anyone with the same sun, moon, and rising as me, but Dana and Fresh Fruit have the same exact chart. Entire chart. Like, it kind of freaked me out. Okay, exit to title. Let's get positioned for Junimo card. Maybe stretch a little bit. Fraggy Swarm. I think my Gemini rising and a Libra moon. Ooh, that's a lot of air. Astro Theme is a good website too. You can check it out. And they give some explanations. I haven't heard of that one, Charlie. I will check that one out. I think... Wait. Okay. I am fearful that it made this... Yeah, it did. It made this save expanded. Oh no. Let's just skip it. I'm scared. We're just gonna go play Juno Kart and pretend that this isn't expanded. But first I need my Pam horse, aka Porse. It's like the same all the way through. I feel like I have to meet fruit now. I know, I'm like, what happens if you meet? Like, will the world implode? Okay, we're going to play Juno Kart on my Pam horse. It's kind of like banana equals fruit. What's this? I don't need these many cutscenes. I don't want the spoilers for expanded. Skip. It's kind of like banana equals fruit. So true. So true. It's in here. I'm on Astro Charts and I still have no idea where exactly it tells you. There are so many things. I think there should be a button on Astro Charts where it says like birth chart and then you enter your date of birth. And like your name and the location. And then it gives you this like little diagram and scrolls down. Taking the Porsche to the saloon. Exactly. You know how I do, Dana. You know how it is. Yo, Pride Month is just around the corner as well. Are we all excited for that? This will be my first Pride Month out too, and I'm not sure like what my city does, but I hope to do something. Of course, like staying safe with COVID too. I didn't even notice that your horse is Pam. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she great? There's everything right with Pam horse and nothing wrong. Okay, it doesn't open until 12, so I guess we can fish here too. I love fishing in Stardew, I really do. I used to hate it, but now I like it. I think I found my sun and moon, but not the rising. So read the... rising is also known as ascendant. It might be under the word ascendant. I'm so excited about Pride. It's my first Pride out as well. Are you gonna do anything special, Dana? It's my second Pride, but my first Pride Month celebration I attend? What are you gonna do, Kate? Yeah, you need to know the time of birth, too. I'm so excited for y'all's first Prides. I am also excited. I'm excited for y'all to celebrate. Get you some Target goods. Have we all looked at the Target Pride collection? Because it is really good. And I saw that Haven had a welcome mat that they got from Target. And I forget what exactly it said, but I know that I wanted it when I saw it. Has everyone also seen the Walmart collection? Because I keep seeing TikToks about the Walmart Pride collection and they are bad. My city has a parade and a bunch of other events. That's so exciting, Kate. I'm literally going to Target in 8 minutes. Let's go. Do you have an agenda of what you want? Or are you just gonna like free fall in Target? Because I feel like even when I have a list of what I want from Target, I go in and I come out with much more than I had intended. I need to go to Target soon though. Maybe I'll go this weekend. I'm not sure, surprisingly, where I'm at in Utah has a great Pride. That's awesome. I'm not gonna be able to go to Pride this year. I'm so disappointed. Oh no, Charlie. Have you been before? Let me catch a fish. I got one of the shirts. The Target collection is so nice. Which shirt did you get, Steph? No, but I'm gonna look at the Walmart Pride stuff now. Freezy, you're gonna love it. It's so bad. One of the TikToks I saw about the Walmart collection was that they have this shirt and it's just like a pride flag, but then in like all caps, all it says is come out wherever you are. And the person on TikTok was like, that sounds like a threat. And I thought that was so funny. Boston Pride has been canceled due to the board needing more inclusivity and training, but I'm hoping there's more events from community organizations. Oh, that's really interesting. Do you feel like that's for the best? I have some stuff I need, but also free fall because Target is my favorite. Target is the best. Yeah, there isn't a Target in Germany. I know that there's not even a Target in Canada. I feel bad for y'all. Anyways, I found it. Sun, Libra, Moon, Cancer, or Rising Aries. I know Dana is a Rising Aries too. That seems like a good balance because you have air, water, and fire, just no earth. Our Pride celebrations are in July, though, so that's interesting. That is interesting. When I was talking to Caroline earlier, she said that Pride Month in Sweden is in August, so she always gets confused that we talk about it in June. I don't know what it says about me, though. I'm trying to think of a good website to, like, learn the basics. I honestly don't know. I have this book called You Were Born From This by Shani Nicholas that you can read about all of it in depth. But CoStar used to be that app that I use, but they're a not good app to use. So I've stopped using that. I think there's this app called Astrozone, and there's also an app called The Pattern that I really like. The Pattern doesn't directly say how zodiac signs affect your personality and stuff, but it does have like good information that is based on that. Fellow Aries rising, let's go. I did last year as my first time, but I'm not out, so I can't really go whenever I want. I understand that. Yeah, that's true. That's a hard thing too, and like that's why, like, even if you can't go, like, I hope you still find a way to celebrate it, because even if you're not out, you deserve to celebrate it as well. Definitely 100% for the best. We haven't had a big Pride event in 2 years, but the Trans Resistance and other organizations have been pushing a lot of initiatives, education, and events. That's really cool. I was just in Boston last week. I love Boston. It's a great city. Last year, the Pride Parade in my city was in October. That is weird. I guess I'll play with Abigail. I don't know what Prairie King is, but I'm scared. I just want to play Junimo Kart. Oh no, it's this game. Wait. Okay, we can do this, right? I remember last time I played this with Abigail, I was using a keyboard that didn't have arrow keys on it. So I died really, really fast. And now I'm dying again because I don't think I'm good at these kind of games. And Abigail is not doing anything. She's not picking up the slack. It's your favorite game. You're right. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me, Bork. I'm glad you loved it here. Yeah, I actually have family in Boston as well. It's a really great city. I feel like a parade in October would be nice. When I lived in San Francisco, there's like obviously a large LGBT population, and even Halloween was basically a pride event. Like, the best Halloween things happen in the neighborhood, which I'm blanking on the name on right now. I feel like it starts with a C, but it's like historically known for LGBT, like even the crosswalks are rainbows, and that was like the place to be for Halloween. Also, Kate, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. That's really nice that they're like progressing with that stuff too. I feel like a parade in October would be nice. At least the weather here, like I'm worried about it being too hot. No, wait, I don't want to play that one. Okay, which one is Junimo Kart? Is this Junimo Kart? Is it progress mode? Probably progress mode. Y'all, I'm nervous. I've literally never played. I've never played Junimo Kart. Are we nervous, or is that just me? Because everyone keeps insisting that this game is harder than Elden Ring. So cool. And I don't even know how to play. Our Pride is in October also, probably because it gets so hot here. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, what's going on? I don't even know the controls. I'm not getting any of the coins. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to hit those things? These lanterns? Probably, right? Okay, nope, that wasn't good. Someone get Arlie. Someone get Arlie immediately. Nope, that wasn't good as well. Junimo Kart is so difficult for no reason. It kind of reminds me of the Impossible game. I'm not doing well here. No. Wait, that was not a good first run. This game is better than the niche underground game Elden Ring? Yeah, what even is Elden Ring? Gray, do you think you'll play Elden Ring? Fruit is more important than coins, I think. Okay. I guess it looks like it would make sense that it is. Crumble Cavern. Okay. Nope. But does anyone remember the Impossible game? I don't even remember if that's what it's called, but I remember I was obsessed with this guy's YouTube video where he would rage quit at this game, and it was kind of like this, but he played as a triangle, and it was like an orange and blue game. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Okay, I thought I didn't have to jump. Your lives stay the same throughout the whole thing? Wait, so they never like replenish? I honestly have been interested after lurking in everyone's streams. I've been loving Elden Ring. Like, a lot. I think you would like it, Gray. Not totally indie unknown Elden Ring. How have you been liking Elden Ring, Steph? Geometry Dash! That's what it's called, yes! You would think that I would come to that conclusion myself when I called it triangles. Yeah, Geometry Dash. I used to love that. There was one guy's video where he got so mad. And I remember one of the lines was, how do they expect me to do this? I went to public school. And I'm like, he really came for the public school system like that. You've seen that? Do you know the exact video that I'm talking about, Melski, do you think? It used to be like super popular. Okay, I didn't realize I had to jump up there. I used to play that in high school. Does anyone remember the game Robot Unicorn Attack? No! Okay, that was good though. That was depressing, actually. I used to play that game so much. I loved Robot Unicorn Attack. I used to literally play that during my classes. I shouldn't have been, but I had a laptop. What did they expect? I was gonna take notes? No. Elden Ring has my entire being right now. I'm leaving for Chicago tomorrow and trying to play it as much as possible since I won't be able to play it for a week. Yeah, when I was out of town, I really miss Elden Ring and I really miss Valorant. Okay, this is not good. We can't even make it past the first stage. And I'm guessing they get progressively harder. Did anyone play Crazy Cabby? It was one of the only games allowed on my school's Wi-Fi. I don't think I've heard of that. Unless it was like a taxi game. Because I feel like I did play a taxi game. I remember in middle school we played this game called Alex Tracks. And it was just like this kid on an ATV with different levels. And that was like our favorite game. Y'all, this is not good. Emme is an Elden Ring god, thank you. I'm clearly not a Junomo card god. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll be one level. I can see how this is addicting. Dana, do you play a lot of Junomo Kart? Obviously, something really nice about Stardew is that it is like LGBT accepting. But I saw Freezy. Freezy was playing Stardew. Stardew Expanded? I can't remember if Freezy plays Expanded. Yeah, of course she does, because that's how I discovered how to play. But she's been playing with the gender bend mods. Has anyone else played Stardew with the gender bend mods? Because I'm very tempted. It makes everyone look so much better. What is your build in Elden Ring, Emmy? I've been playing as an astrologer with like a mind and intelligence build. So I'm like level 65 maybe now. And up until like level like 60, the only thing I ever upped was my mind and my intelligence. Lila, have you been playing as well? I've actually never played myself. Is this Dana's moment as well? I went to Catholic school. We couldn't even have Pokemon cards. Is that true? I used to play Pokemon cards on the bus every day. Every day. Sean, welcome in. It's good to have you here. How are you doing? I am not doing... This is literally the first level of Junomo card. This is not going well. I really need to give a shot, but I'm quite awful at platformers. Yeah, I'm pretty bad too, as we can see. I should have practiced on stream and then or off stream, and then I would have been like, yeah, this is my first time playing Junimo Kart, and then I would have hustled you all. I feel like my spacebar is not fast enough. It's hilarious watching this in the background. I'm not sure how I feel about people finding my failure hilarious. I'm just kidding, Benja Frog. That's totally fine. Nope. I did a dex build up myself. I don't know what that is actually. Because all I really know is about the astrologer and magic builds. I played Minesweeper as a child, but back then I didn't understand how it worked. Now I do. Young me would be so proud. I used to play Minesweeper, and also, do y'all remember that game that came with every PC? What's it called? It's like an arcade game. Pin something. I can't remember words today. But it's like when you have a ball and you pull it back, and then there's like you try to get the ball back in some sort of slot without it falling down. Pinball. I love that I'm so close to finding these words for myself in my mind. I'm like, it's something pin and you have a ball. Literally just pinball. I never played Pokemon cards, but we played Star Wars cards. I didn't know that there were Star Wars cards. That's cool. Yes, Dana, you should play Junimo Kart. Dex equals dexterity. Oh, 2 swords and quicker and many attacks. So is that like a samurai? Are you a samurai? I would think that it'd be really cool to have a dexterity build. But I've never played like a Souls game before. So I feel like I would do pretty bad with close combat. And that's why I'm doing magic. Anyone play the Captain Crunch game? There was a Captain Crunch game and I didn't know about it. Ski Free Pinball? What's Ski Free? Is that the specific name of it? Y'all, Elden Ring has nothing on the difficulty of Junimo Kart. Is there other keys I can use? Can I use the arrow keys? Maybe that's better for me. Let's try the arrow keys. Maybe we'll be successful with the arrow keys. Also, 100, is it a 100-mile runner, perhaps? Welcome in. Samurai, I think, is a starting name. Oh, okay. Souls games are some of my favorite. And I'm here to report that you cannot use the arrow keys to jump. Yeah, after playing Elden Ring, like, I've maybe been thinking about playing more Souls games. But no! But I definitely think Elden Ring is difficult. I never would have thought that I would like that game. I'm doing a dexterity faith build. Faith is... Remind me what faith does. No, that was so close too. That was better. You got this? Thank you. And welcome in. The game was called Purple Place. Wait, I had a game that was so cool as a child. I had the word purple in it, but I have no idea what it is anymore. Oh, you found it? What was Purple Place about? How is Alana so cracked at this? Alana is so good at, like, all the games. Like, Alana is literally good at every game. I don't know how she does it. I can't imagine being good at games. I want to play Sekiro. Have you seen that one? I have seen that one. I've seen people play that. That one does seem really good. Imagine. And these levels get harder, don't they? Wait, we're doing it. Me saying we're doing it, and I'm literally 2/10 of the way in the level. Elden Ring is very different than other Souls titles. I've heard that some people don't even like consider it to be a Souls game, right? Magic. If the objective is falling, you are poggers. Thank you, Borg. I love kart, do you? Are you good at Junimo Kart? This is my first time playing. Much harder? Ridiculous. Does it save your progress though? Or do you have to do like all the levels in one go? Surely it saves the levels, right? Because if it doesn't, there's absolutely no way. And quite frankly, as cute as these Junimos are, they're gonna catch these hands. Great. I do hold the world record for progress mode? I'm sorry. What? What? We have a pro gamer in here who is watching me play like this. First of all, I apologize. That's amazing. Have you always played like platformer games? All the... No, Dana, you're kidding. Surely you're kidding. You have to do all the levels in one go. What? What's the world record? I would like to know. Because I can't even get past the first jump. We are in the presence of Stardew royalty. We really are. In Purple Place, were 3 mini games: a school where you were able to play memory, then a bakery where you had to create cakes, and a shopping thing where you had to find the right eyes, mouth, and stuff for the person. That sounds really fun. That sounds like a game that I would like. Did anyone ever play the Jumpstart games? Because I remember Jumpstart first grade was my favorite computer game, and one of the like mini games that you could do was in the school cafeteria, and the kids would tell you what they want, and you just have to put it on the tray. But they told you in like fractions because it was like supposed to help you learn. Okay, we're doing it. Look, I've been inspired by the world record holder being in here. Come on. Gary needs a new pair of shoes. No! Okay, that was better though. I think I'm learning. We just have to like focus a little, which I'm not really used to. I don't usually pay attention to anything. Okay, is it possible to move the cam? I don't think so, because the overlay is like fixed to the like whole thing. So I'm not sure how to do that. 442? You beat all the levels in 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Hacks. Surely you've been hacking. Have you ever played Overcooked? I feel like it would be a great time watching you. Yeah, I have played Overcooked multiple times, and I feel like if you play Overcooked with friends, you either become really, really, really close friends, or you never come back from that. Come on. I can't imagine doing this whole game in 4 minutes. No, that one was better. That one was better. I can't achieve anything in 4 minutes. I know, I can barely brush my teeth in 4 minutes. Has anyone ever played Escape PS1 Hagrid? What's that? Is that a Harry Potter game or is it unrelated? Yeah, what game is that, Benjifrog? Playing Overcooked alone? Playing Overcooked alone is so hard. I think I tried to do it once and it's actually impossible. So Overcooked is definitely a game where I feel like you need to play with at least one other person. Okay. 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 What? Nope. It's okay. We got the checkpoint. Everyone breathe. Well, that was really rude of the falling rock, because I was doing well. That one, we barely made it. No, and my lives never replenish, so even if I get past this level, you're saying that I would still have 1 life for the rest of the levels? Like, I never get more lives? Isn't the Elden Ring speedrun like 6 minutes? Yeah, I think it's under 7 minutes. I watched it though. I watched the speedrun and it was like, they use a lot of hacks. So I feel like, I don't know how much I really count that because I skipped a lot of fights. It's a horror indie game. Oh wait, we're focusing Benjifrog. This is gonna be it. This is the run, y'all. Nope. You will have 3 lives again? Do I need to be jumping The problem is it's like hard for me to see where there are holes and stuff. And also I'm only just now realizing that the length of how long you hold down the spacebar affects the cart. So maybe I'll be better now. No. They bump back to 3. Oh, okay, so they do give you 3 at the start of every level. Okay, you will have 3 lives again, plus an extra if you get every fruit. Okay. It's a horror indie game where the cursed character model PS1 Hagrid chases you around Hogwarts. I started a timer. Emmy's about to do a 441 for the new world record. Thank you, Benjafrog. That sounds funny, Benjafrog. I feel like I would play that. I never played any of the PS1 Harry Potter games, but I did have the PS2 games. I still have my PS2. It's literally in my room. And I love it. My PS2 is maybe one of my favorite gaming consoles. It's just so nostalgic for me. Overcooked stream? I actually did play, heck. I actually did play Overcooked with Arlie and Barry and Maddie on my stream last June because last year for my birthday I did a charity stream and one of the incentives was an Overcooked stream. So I did like a Bob Ross painting for half of the stream, and then for the second half I played with Arlie and Maddie and Barry Overcooked. It was chaotic. Ree, thank you for following. I really appreciate you being here. We're a small speedrun community, but everyone is super cool and supportive. I welcome all people to run Junimo Kart. It's the best. It's new on the extension category boards, so everyone should put up a run. That's awesome. You have to play Purple Place at least once in your life. It sounds good. Dana, hello. Dana, what did you get for a snack? Why did I think the Emmy command was Bork saying a Bob Ross painting? Did you make happy little accidents? I actually have the painting that I made in here. Do y'all want to see it when I die again? I followed a tutorial. It was really fun. It was chaotic though because I spilled paint everywhere. To be expected. And then Shania actually did... that was a bad run. Nobody saw that one, right? I got animal crackers as a snack. I had animal crackers last time. Do y'all want to see my painting? I'll show you because we need to reassess our Junimo Kart strat. Look, I'll show you. I'll show you over here. I made this on stream like a year ago. I think the foliage came out well. I'm really proud of that. Bob Ross is such a great human being, if I do say so. Oh, if I do say so myself. Okay, where am I? Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, okay, the tutorial for the Bob Ross painting was like maybe 20 minutes long, and it took me 2 hours, I think, 2.5 hours, because Bob Ross goes so fast. He's literally like, all right, and now we're just gonna make the sky. And then he's like, pow, 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 and then he's done. And it took me like 30 minutes to make the sky. Thank you 100 miles. Also, is it okay if I call you that? Or do you have another name that you prefer? I forgot the controls already. Frosted animal crackers? Wait, why are they banned? I had animal crackers as a snack at work yesterday, and animal crackers slap. I feel like we sleep on so many kid snacks, like Teddy Grahams. Teddy Grahams are so good too. Like, I need more Teddy Grahams in my life. What's everyone's favorite Teddy Graham flavored? Because mine is chocolate chip. Call me whatever. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I made many happy little accidents in that Bob Ross painting, by the way. You don't like the frosted ones? Frosted animal crackers are so good, though. Teddy Grahams are the best, they are. But I feel like they've gotten smaller. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We can do it. What if I try it with my right hand next time? Maybe because I'm right-handed, I should try it with my right hand. Like, my left thumb feels like it's lagging. I'm gonna try my right... Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, let's try again. I'm using my right pointer finger, which also feels like it's lagging. Maybe it's just my brain to hand signal that is actually what's lagging. Did they get smaller or did you get bigger? I probably got bigger because I feel that way about a lot of childhood snacks. Like, what else? I feel like so many snacks seem so much smaller now. Like goldfish. Those used to be so much bigger in my head. How dare I grow as I get older? Can y'all believe I'm going to be 27 tomorrow? Because I can't. When I was little, I used to think that, like, when you're 27, you have, like, a house with a mortgage. And you have, like, at least 2 kids. And I'm like, wait a minute. But I am the kid. Must have gotten smaller because Emmy didn't get bigger. You know what, Melsky? Maybe. Thank you. Are you doing anything exciting other than stream tomorrow, Emmy? I am going to a concert, so I'm very excited about that. And I don't know. I'm very excited. I love my favorite thing to do on my birthday is to go around and get things for free. I don't know if anyone else does that. I'm not doing well, but I'm not good at platformers, so we can forgive me. I'm very excited to go to Starbucks and get a free drink. And I'm going to go to get ice cream for free as well. What other places? I feel like everywhere that you can get things for free are like dessert things. And then you're just like all dessert. Who are you going to see? I don't know if I can share who I'm going to see. And like that's the bad thing about like whenever I go to a concert, because like then you know where I live. Like not that there's anything wrong with you specifically, Charlie, but just the fact that I keep like what city I live in private on Twitch. But yeah, I'm going to a rock concert. I've only been to one concert since the beginning of the pandemic. What if we get good at Junimo Kart? So you're hitting up Starbucks, Panera Bread, and where else? Or I'm going to an ice cream shop as well. Tell us in 2 years. Yeah, I'll tell you in 2 years. Oh, by the way, I went to that concert. It really does stink like that. I know some people don't mind too. Oh my gosh. Y'all, how do people play this game? Genuinely. Okay, what if we use both hands on the spacebar? Nope. Both hands on the spacebar is giving me the vibes of driving with both feet. Has anyone ever done that? Did anyone ever learn how to drive with both feet? Like one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake? Yeah, thank you, Charlie. Thank you for understanding too. I went to a comedy show recently and I really want to talk about it, but I was like, well, I can't write. Isn't it weird like that? It takes time, thank you. Now I'm just sweating because the world record holder is in here. Maybe play with your nose? Should I try that? What if I actually do well? You should never do that? Yeah, you really shouldn't do that. You shouldn't, but I know that like some people just out of habit want to learn. Should I try with my nose? I'm open to trying that. Yeah, don't drive with 2 feet. In an automatic, that's true. In a manual, you might. Guys, I don't want to do it with my nose. Maybe with my elbow. Ready? Nope, that didn't go well. My elbow didn't go well. I was scared that the keyboard would hurt my nose. Does heel toeing count? How do you mean? I drive manual, so I always need to place my left foot under the seat in an automatic. Oh, to like stop yourself? That makes sense. Are manual cars like common in other countries? Also, Laynaton, welcome in. I drive with one foot, but my automatic has adaptive cruise control. Wait, sorry. Let me read the rest of your message in a second. Okay, we're focusing. All of a sudden, I can see clearly. I'm focused. Okay, that was probably like the farthest I've ever gotten. Oh, wait, we're going. Great, great. No pressure. No pressure. How do people do this? And you can't even pause. You can't even pause. How am I, do people not blink? All right, that was getting better. I only need the brake a lot of time. Wait, does adaptive cruise control mean that it just turns on by itself? It keeps the distance from the car ahead. Oh, that's cool. I think my car does that too, but I'm too terrified to ever try that out. My car also does the thing where it will like steer itself to stay in lanes, which I do like only if I'm on road trips. And even then, I get so freaked out. Don't be scared, we won't judge. This is a place of non-judgment. No! I feel like I am getting better at it, but I'm also just sitting closer to my screen. I'm like the pro Valorant players who sit an inch away from their monitors. That's gotta be a tactic. You have to get closer to the screen. No! This does feel like Geometry Dash, though. I think I've played that once. I drive with one... Wait, I read that one. I forget there's no clutch pedal and I do hard brakes. I don't even know what a clutch pedal is. Heel toe is using the gas and brake with one foot while engaging the clutch. Oh, okay. I feel like in a manual car, that's probably what you're supposed to do. I wish that I learned how to drive manual just to know it. But it's not really, like, common here. My dad drives a manual car, though, and every time I'm like, man, that's cool. Not for me, though. You can do whatever you want, but I have no idea how to do that. I remember in... Oh, that was so good. I thought I died earlier, though. I remember in high school, one of my friends was learning how to drive manual, and she was driving us to school, and she literally stalled for the whole red light. We were at the front of the red light, and the red light turned green, and she didn't know how to make herself go because she stalled the whole time. So everyone behind us missed the light because she was blocking the way. And it was so funny and awful because it was on the way to school in the morning. So you had people that were going to school and a lot of people that were going to work. It was pretty tragic. Okay, ouchie. Wait, let's see how my first attempt of Junimo Kart goes. Eee! I love how you already reported back. Well, Emmy, it did not go well. Yeah. Me neither. Me neither. It's a race car technique, not for daily driving. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to look that up. Would y'all ever go in a race car with like a someone who actually knows how to drive it? Because that would be so scary. My friend sets his adaptive cruise control, so he always keeps pace with the car in front of him. Is it smart? Probably not. At 80 miles per hour? That's scary. That's scary. Manual cars have 3 pedals: clutch, brake, and gas. Left foot is for clutch, right is for brake or gas. Oh, right. Now I can picture it now that you described it. Yes, Dana, you can do it. If I can do it, I think you can do it. Surely. I'm sure it will get easier with practice, but now that I'm thinking about it, Dana, weren't you the one who said that you don't think you can play Elden Ring because you rage? Do you think you'll rage at this game? I don't think I'll rage, but I feel like I need to, like, watch a tutorial or something. That's what I do when I'm bad at games. I need to watch someone else do it to learn how. Like, actually watch them. Like, not watch a stream of it where you just see the screen, but, like, actually watch people and the way that they're sitting at their desks and their hands. Is that weird? I feel like I would actually learn from that. No. Oh, no. I would be scared of a race car. I had a hard enough time with a not overpowered manual. Yeah, I would be terrified. Like, even if the person was, like, super trustworthy and the car was super safe, I would feel so nervous in a race car to go anything above 90. I think 90 is probably the fastest I've ever been driven in a car. Or maybe 100, but like briefly. That was probably with my brother. My brother really likes to drive fast. It's terrifying. Like, actually, it's definitely a joke too with our family because whenever he's like, oh, that place, it's only like an hour away. So I'm like, okay, an hour away for Thomas is like an hour and a half for everyone else. I would love to ride along in a race car. I know there are several Richard Petty experiences at tracks where they do that. I haven't done so yet. Yeah, if you know Noel Miller, I think he did that with a NASCAR driver. I've already raged a bit, so yes, I get very competitive with video games for some reason. It's frustrating. It's frustrating too, like whenever I rewatch my Elden Ring boss fights and I'm like, why did I do that? Like, especially when you think about the fact that video games are just like, they're just like code and like they make ways for you to beat it. And like, why did I do it like that? You know what I mean? Because everything's easier when you're watching something too, compared to doing it. Like right now, like, does anyone understand the gears on a bicycle? I have no idea what to do with that. Oh, I don't know what to do with that either. Explain it to me like I'm 5. I'm pretty sure like the gears you're supposed to put... All I know about bicycles is that you're supposed to put them in different gears depending on the incline, right? That's all I know. Is there anything deeper than that? I hit 110 the other day because I was on the freeway at 4:30 a.m. Benja Frog, that's terrifying. But also with your history of sharing how you drive, I'm not surprised. I've never really been on the freeway with no one else. Like, there's always at least one other car. Except for maybe one time when I was driving home from Chicago. And it was like 4 a.m. But then it was only for a little bit. I just put it on 1 and hope for the best. Did you just get a new bicycle? The gears allow you to change how hard you have to pedal based on terrain. You will have 2 or 3 chain rings by your pedals. They are controlled by the right shifter. Bigger chain ring would be harder to pedal. So it is based on like the surface. Gear on the pedals equals the bigger the higher the gear. Gear on the wheels, the smaller the higher the gear. Oh, interesting. Okay, that makes sense now. Do y'all bike a lot? I have been recently indoor cycling for exercise, but I have a bike and I feel like I can't ride it. I feel like I don't remember how to ride a bike. No. No. This is embarrassing. I would like to at least be 1 level. Is this common? Or am I just really bad? Everyone can be honest. Is anyone else ever stuck on the first level like I am? Be honest, it won't hurt my feelings. Although that did. Okay, that's okay. I think that's like the farthest I've made it, which is like almost halfway. Charlie, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Have a good day or night. It is very common? Okay, good. The cassette at the wheel gives you fine-tune options with the selected chain ring. The smaller the wheel here, the harder it is to pedal. It's controlled by the left. I mean, I am generally doing the same way you are. Please do not feel bad. See, when Freezy and Alana were like, you could do your whole stream Junimo Kart, I'm like, won't I get bored? And like, also, how would that take the whole stream? And now I'm like, oh, I see. I see. This is very interesting now. And I'm definitely addicted. I feel like I need to get better at this, even though I'm doing so awful. It's almost like a rhythm game. But I feel like if I sleep on it... Do y'all believe in the theory that, like, if you sleep on new information, you're better at it the next day? Because I feel like that's how I am in video games. You are trying your best, and that's what counts. Thank you, Borg. There is a learning curve to the jump heights and differences. Okay, thank you. I used to ride a bike, but I grew up in a very flat area and then moved into the mountains. Mountains and bikes don't mix for me. I understand that. Where I live now is like pretty flat too. So some people like bike to work, but even if it's flat, I feel like I would be so sweaty. I could never bike to work. Like, how do you bike to work? Hannah, welcome in. This is my favorite. This is my first time playing Junimo Kart. Have you ever finished it, Hannah? Because I'm not even finishing the first level. I don't know when we started playing. Maybe like 20 minutes ago or something. Maybe a half hour? I don't know. I don't know what time is. Those are so cute. Look at those Junimos. I've never beaten it, but I've gotten to the last level 5 times. How long did that take you? I can't believe that 100 Mile beat all levels in 4 minutes. Do you have like a recording of that somewhere? Also, Tay, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. I'm trying Junimo Kart for the first time. It's not going well. It is, in fact, harder than Elden Ring. Tay, your dog is so freaking cute on TikTok. I see so much of him on my For You page, and it always makes my day. Okay, we're thriving. It feels like my eyes can't keep up. Like, I feel like my eyes are like darting left and right. Because I don't know where to look. No! Okay, that was close. Everyone, stay calm. Nope. I told y'all to stay calm, and someone didn't do it. I would say gameplay-wise, I've probably put 15 to 20 hours just into Junimo Kart. That's what I predict I'll be doing. Yeah, I have it as a channel highlight. It's also linked to the Run on Speedrun website. I'll have to look at that. Also, Borg, thank you for lurking and have a safe trip home. And thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. And thank you for participating in the conversations as well. Okay, it's starting to get easier. I definitely give it a shot off stream too. Streaming games is always harder. Yeah, that's what I think I'll do. Because it is hard, because right now I'm like trying to talk with y'all too. Which is a good thing. But maybe just so many things to learn at once. Yeah, Tay's dog is literally so cute. He's a French bulldog, right? One of my first graders yesterday was like, I can't wait until July. I was like, what's in July? Is it your birthday? And she's like, no, it's my dog's birthday and we're having a birthday party for him. And I'm like, that's great. Are other dogs invited? And she was like, yeah, a couple other dogs are invited. I'm like, that's really cute. And then she's like, can you come? Can you come to my dog's birthday party? And I was like, perhaps not. I said, oh, I don't know if I'm free then. Oh my gosh! Hello! Hello, welcome in, Raiders. I just quit out of the game, but it's okay. Welcome in. Hi, how's it going? It's good to have you here. Connor is Def Gay. Hello. I am Heather. Hello. How's it going? How was your stream? Mika, of course, hello. Tay, I would go to the dog birthday party, but I don't think I can since I'm like her teacher. If you make it past that cavern, you are officially better at Junimo Kart than me. Unfortunately, Lena, I don't know if that's happening. Y'all, welcome in, Raiders. It's good to have you here. We're playing some Junimo Kart. I've never played Junimo Kart before. My name is Emmy. Yeah, we were having some discussions earlier today, sort of about pronouns and how that has kind of progressed for me, as well as my own sexuality and gender identity. But yeah, it's good to have you here. How was your stream? We just came in to hear that you hate dog birthdays. Yes, imagine. I hate dog birthdays. I am Heather. Thank you so much for following here. I appreciate you. I hope everyone is having a good day. Junimo Kart is really hard. I've been saying that I've been playing Elden Ring as well, and this is literally harder than Elden Ring. Is it Chaco? Welcome in. Thank you for following. Stream was lovely. Thank you. Remind me what you were playing today. Because I was lurking for a little bit, but I was like really making myself do work. But I'm glad that you had a good stream. Thank you so much for raiding. I'm not doing well. Tor, welcome in. How are you? I really want to have a dog birthday. I always celebrate my dog's birthday, but I usually just give her like a dog bone or like a really cute dog cookie. Last year, I tried to make my own dog cookies for her, but they did not come out well. Who doesn't hate dog birthdays? Just give the dog a special treat. Tor, no, we love dog birthdays. I did my makeup and played some DBD, which was very DBD. Have you seen the new announcement for the Dead by Daylight dating simulator? Because I'm so excited for it. Also, Blind Bat, welcome in. How are you? I haven't played Dead by Daylight in so long. I actually uninstalled it, but I did enjoy it. I just remember I was getting frustrated because I was trying to do runs as killer, and I am not a good killer in Dead by Daylight. I'm not very good at surviving either. I think DBD is like a pretty hard game as well. Wait, I thought we were gonna do it. Also, thank you for putting that command in. Thank you for saying that. Dogs get so few birthdays, why not celebrate it? So true. Dogs, I feel like, deserve to live longer than humans. My dog's birthday is next week. Are you gonna do anything special, Dana? However, I typically give the dog a treat and move on. My dog's birthday is on the 24th of December, the day we celebrate Christmas like the rest of Europe. We usually give her a piece of bread with liver pate. That's so sweet. I'm so excited for this new DBD dating sim. They just said that it's coming out in summer, right? They didn't actually give a date. Also, Frankie, welcome in. Thank you so much, Frankie. It's good to have you here. I love that they're doing that. The Dead by Daylight community and like everything about it is so surprisingly wholesome about a scary game. And now we can, as Alana tweeted, we can finally date the Wraith. Who is everyone gonna try to date in the DBD dating sim? Because I think I will go for Pyramid Head. Oh wait, did y'all see too? Isn't there gonna be like an Attack on Titan collaboration too? Also, Emma and Tay, thank you so much for following. Emma, welcome in. How are you? And Lena, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great night. And Frankie too, thank you for following. More games need dating sims? Agreed. I'm not sure yet. I think we will take him to the pet store and get him a special treat and maybe a new toy. You should let him pick out the toy. That'd be so cute. Frankie and Emma, how are y'all doing today? Also, no problem. Thank you so much for raiding. And yes, please take care of yourself after stream. And raiders, if y'all are coming in too and you need a break, please feel free to do that as well. Well, I will be here attempting to do this for a while. We've not yet completed a single level. But boy howdy, do we have spirit. We have the spirit that says, yes, we can. I feel like the spirit is helping me. I'm doing better this round. And maybe also, like, focus might be the thing that's helping. Just an idea. I'm panicking. We've never done this well. I'm nervous. I'm actually... No! Okay, okay. We still have lives. It's okay. Everyone breathe. Is everyone breathing? Because I actually think we need to do that in order for survival. Okay, we were close to another checkpoint. We can make it there this time, I believe. I believe in miracles. That one was a close one. No, look how close we were. Wait, oh god, it's still going. No, I thought we were out of lives, so I looked away. Gonna try to date the plague and get Bomb Squad. He's so gross. I just want to date Ghosty. That's a good one too. I just played Little Witch in the Woods and it's so cute. Emma, is the full game out or is it just a demo? Valorant and Junimo Kart feel like they have gotten major focus recently. I feel like game focus kind of goes like it's so contagious. Because I had never even considered playing Junimo Kart. Like, I honestly didn't even really know what it was until Alana and Freezy and Tina have been playing it. Valo is the best game, I know it. Is Frankie's favorite? I know it's Emma's favorite. I've also been addicted to Valorant lately. Imagine if there was a Valorant dating simulator. Who would we date? Which agent? I'm trying to think. I would maybe date... Jet. Mr. Banana and I also submitted an application to adopt a second dog. Are you looking for like a specific kind of dog? Or how does that work? Do you like apply and you hear back? And then they tell you and then you look at dogs? Or do you have a specific dog in mind? That's so exciting, Dana. I'm doing well, Dana. I've gotten lost in Destiny a little. Yeah, what type of dog? Any game I play with my friends. This is my favorite wholesome content. I don't think it is the whole game. Okay, cool. I want to try playing Little Witch in the Woods. We are looking to adopt from shelters, so we aren't looking for a specific breed, but the dog we just applied for is a German short-haired pointer. So cute. That's so exciting, Dana. I hope it all works out. I always adopt from shelters too. Yeah, I was talking about this in Freezy's stream yesterday, that Chai was the only dog like her size in the shelter when I went to look for one for adopting. All the other dogs in the area were all huskies or wolf dog hybrids, which was very interesting, but obviously not apartment friendly. And as beautiful as wolf dogs are, they are really hard to handle because you can't touch their faces. Like, they were really beautiful dogs, but you literally aren't allowed to touch their faces, which is kind of stinky and hard. And I'm not qualified for that. We are looking to adopt... Wait, I just read that one. Yes, we just want a best friend for our boy, Gus. Does Gus like other dogs, like, easily? We got our dog on Craigslist. Don't tell him he was adopted. He doesn't know. Wholesome. My dog's name is Chai, so I always refer to her as my child. Because that's exact... Or my dogter, because she's a girl. I call her my dogter. What's another word I could say? Child is pretty good. No. Gus and Chai deserve everything. Agree. All dogs deserve everything. Although, we have bird feeders in the backyard, and lately Chai has been eating the seeds from them and then throwing them up. And I'm like, maybe maybe you should start to realize the correlation between getting sick and eating weird things. Like, and maybe we just shouldn't do that. Just an idea. I don't know if Chai, like, has ever considered that. Okay, I feel like I'm actually improving. Like, it might not be noticeable because I'm still losing at the first level, but, I feel like I am improving. What happens if, hypothetically, you finish the first level, or any level, and then you move on to the next level, and you lose all your lives? Do you lose the game, and then you have to do the first level, or does the first level save? Like, you can't... You have to do the whole thing in a row completely? Like, they never save? I got my dog on Craigslist, too? Really? Gus loves other dogs, literally adores them. Aw, that's so exciting. You're gonna get him a best friend. That's so nice. Does Gus ever go to daycare or anything? Because Chai actually has, like, some issues with socialization, so I've been thinking of just sending her to the daycare at the place where she got trained. So she's, like, comfortable, and it's a good place for socialization. Because that's actually what the trainer suggested, because we already did, like, a lot of training, and I know how to socialize her with dogs that I trust. But, like, in order to upkeep it, I think it would be really nice if on days that I'm busier or something, she could go to doggy daycare and just make friends. She could go to school. No! I call my dog Dog Turd too. Do you really? That's awesome. I was just going to say that you are improving. Thank you, Dana. He does not, but we take him to dog parks all the time to play with other dogs. That's good. Socialization is so important for dogs. Like, it's kind of incredible. Because Chai used to be... She was never, like, super into playing with other dogs. I think because she was at a shelter with really big dogs, like, she might have some issues from that. But, she used to, like, at least run around them more. And then when I moved from San Francisco back to Ohio, like, my living spaces are more remote. I honestly don't even, like, ever see other dogs a lot of the time when we go on walks. So, no. So it's like, it's hard. It's like she has to relearn it, which is like kind of like all of us after the pandemic. Like when I started like hanging out with friends again, I'm like, oh my God, how do I socialize? How do I talk to people? I haven't done that in so long. Aw, nuts. Also, I'm pretty sure if you get to the second or third level, etc., and you lose all your lives, you do have to play the first level over again. That's pain. This game is pain. Does Concerned Ape love us, or does he actually hate us? Major doesn't do well with other dogs, but loves people. He does okay one-on-one with dogs, but he gets overwhelmed with too many. That's kind of how Chai is, too. She likes dogs that are, like, her size or smaller as well. Like, that's easier for her. I think she just feels, like, really threatened by big dogs. But she's gotten a lot better. Like, when I was doing training with her, it was with Great Dane puppies. So they were huge, and they also had puppy attitudes, which is exactly what Chai needed to learn that they're safe and they're just playing, you know? What I really liked about training with my trainer is that he let Chai bark at the other dogs when she didn't like something. And that was really nice because I feel like with the previous trainers I had, they would punish her for that. But like, you want your dog to know that if they don't feel safe, they're allowed to like vocalize that, like kind of just like people. So I thought that was like nice that as long as she's not like going after them, she's allowed to bark at them in a way that says like back off. Because dogs understand each other. and the way that they communicate like that. I thought that was nice, and also like applicable to kids too, because I feel like too, like when we're little, like it's always like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if anyone else's family did this, but like my family would be like, it's your aunt, go give your aunt a hug, and it's like, what if I don't want to? Like, can't I not do that if I don't want to? I love that dogs all have their own quirks. They are our family, they really are. I used to work at a doggy daycare, and it is amazing for dogs with socialization issues. It can take some work, but so worth it. Yeah, it's about consistency too. Doggy daycares allow your dog to become familiar with a group and learn that other dogs aren't so bad. Exactly. And that's the thing, like, I don't... like, playing with other dogs would be nice, but my main concern with my dog is that she at least knows that she's not in danger all the time. Because that's what she thinks when she's around big dogs. I do like the noises of Stardew, or of Junimo Kart. That's been giving me some serotonin during this awful game. Like the coin, and especially the little crunch of the fruit, that's nice. That is music to my ears. Okay, focus up, everyone. Everyone breathe? Nope, we weren't breathing that time. It might have been me, because I think I was, in fact, holding my breath. I am actually so surprised I didn't know of Stardew Valley when I was in high school. Because if I knew of Junimo Kart, I would have been playing this all day. Yeah, it's really nice. We have a local dog park, and we see the same dogs there all the time. It's like a little neighborhood pack. That's so cute. But it really depends on the dog park. We've had bad experiences at them before too. Daycare seems like a much more controlled environment. Exactly. And that's like my trainer told me to not take Chai for the time being to dog parks, just because like it's kind of assumed that all the dogs there know what they're doing. But like, especially at the daycare that Chai would be going, only dogs that have been trained by the trainers there are allowed to go to daycare. So like, I know that Chai would definitely be like safe there. And at the very least, there are people that know how to handle the issues if something happens. And like how to prevent it. Come on, everyone, breathe! Ah! That rock almost got me. Dwayne The Rock Johnson makes an appearance in Junimo Kart, and no one ever told me. Scary. Is anyone else scared right now? Y'all, I'm scared. Y'all, wait. Everyone stay calm. Stay calm. Everyone stay calm. We're really... I did it! I did it! I did the first level! It's just gonna go right after? Are you an aunt hugger? It depends on the aunt. Y'all, what is this? What? Wait, what was that? I'm scared. Is anyone else scared? Okay, great. I did the first level. Dana, I believe in you. Okay, this ice is gonna be a little confusing. Okay, we made it to a checkpoint though. We can do it. This is the run. This is when I beat... No. This is when I beat the world record of 4 minutes. Starting now. Ah! That was really scary. I was really scared. Okay. Wait, so it starts all over? I already gave up for the day. I was getting too angry. That's fair. Off-leash dog parks are the best ones because normally those dogs are a little trained. The fenced dog parks can be sketchy because people don't think their dogs need to be trained at all since it's fenced and don't pay attention to their dogs. That's a good point, Tay. Stay calm. Me yelling, stay calm. That was a pretty good run. I'm glad I'm actually improving. because I was getting concerned that I wasn't going to at least beat 1 level. I think you and Chai have both earned a treat. I think you're right. I think I'm gonna get burrito tacos tonight. I feel like that sounds a good idea. Sounds like a good idea. And I've been craving them for days, and I haven't had burrito tacos in like, I don't know how long. It maybe was since last summer, because ever since I moved, I don't live near a place that has them. So I'm gonna have to travel to get them. Man. Next thing you know, I will be able to speed run this. I'm getting pizza. What kind of pizza are you gonna have? Oh, I could also kind of go for pizza. Also, Andrea, welcome in. It's good to see you. I can't tell you how many hours I spent on Junimo Card and never got past the first level. I can't believe I did it. But however, now we're back again. But I think we're actually going to wrap up here. We can recap a little bit. And I just wanted to say thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Like, this was my first stream as an ambassador for the It Gets Better project, and I'm really happy to be here. We had some amazing conversations today, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me and coming over. Seriously, it means so much to me, and I'm really, really grateful for y'all sharing like all your experiences and whatnot with me. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you so much for the chats earlier in the perfect lurking vibes for work. Thank you for being here, Gray. And Alana, thank you for hanging out. Elle has been sick for the past few days and she wants a pan crust pizza. You better get Elle that pan crust pizza. Yeah, Alana, thank you. And Dana, thank you. Freezy, thank you. Melsky, thank you. Seriously, thank you all for hanging out so much. There's not anyone on the It Gets Better ambassador team live right now, so I feel like we should still send y'all somewhere, right? Am I allowed to do that? I think we can. I hope we can, because I feel like we can still send love somewhere, right? I don't want to do anything wrong, but let me see who we can go hang out with. But you can, thank you so much for hanging out. Kirsty would be a good idea. Yeah, let's go raid Kirsty. Kirsty is also a great streamer and part of the LGBT community, and she's playing Hades right now. So yeah, I think that's a good place to go. Thank you for the suggestion. Wait, I don't know how to raid. Because I'm in the chat right now. I don't know how to raid. I'm in the chat right now as me. Wait, am I? Am I, or am I in here as It Gets Better? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. No, wait, I think I can do it. I think I can. Hold on. Let's see. We're learning things here. Okay, I think I did it. Yeah. I guess it's working. Okay, we can copy and paste the raid message. I'm glad that we figured it out. Thank y'all so much again for hanging out. I heckin' love you all. Thank you for the good conversations. I hope you all stay hydrated. Please stretch your legs. Don't get arrested. And take care of yourself, and I'll be hanging out on Kirsty's stream. Okay, bye. I love you all. Goodbye. And it was great to meet y'all too, if you are new here. Thank you so much. Okay, bye.